Y'all already know it's your girl Skiddlez, and we back with another dope ass episode on Pillow Talk with Skiddlez. I want to thank everybody who came out today. For those that don't know, Atlanta, we had a little baby tornado, but it really wasn't a baby. It was a big motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, spinning through this bitch. So I'm thankful for everybody that is here today. You know, I do want to shout out my bartender. Shout out to my girl Sweets back there. Because what y'all don't know is tomorrow, baby girl is graduating. All right? So, yes, queen, yes. For real, for real. But I'm going to jump right into it because, you know, I got some dope-ass interviews. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, I got my guy, Nels, in the building. You know, on the gram is DJ Young Nels. You already know. So, thank you for coming, friend.
Thank you for having me.
You know, you're going to have to speak up because, you know, I'm loud. So, you're going to have to match my loud, all right?
I got to match it.
All right. So, thank you for coming. And what I want you to do is let the people know where you from originally.
Originally, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
All right, and then where you went to?
Woo! Spent like 6 summers down here in Atlanta, so Georgia was always in my blood, but officially moved out here probably about like 2.5 years ago.
Oh, so you still kind of new? You vote and pay taxes and shit?
Voting? No.
Oh, okay, but you pay
Taxes? Definitely.
All right, so I feel like if you do one or the other or something, you can't expect the motherfucker to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, but definitely welcome to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that because you know I've been here just a little smidget longer than you. So yeah. But what brings you to the A officially? Like, what got you to be here permanently?
Man, what definitely got me to be here permanently, I always said if I started DJing for a famous rapper again, that I was gonna say, you know what? I was gonna go ahead and make that jump to the city because I had DJed with rappers before and stayed in my city and just missed a lot of stuff.
Right.
Having to fly back and forth and, you know what I'm saying, not being present and around a certain environment and things. So I was like, yeah, I'm making this jump this time.
Right. Well, shit. It's good to see that you're here because, you know, this is my friend. You know what I'm saying? And every time I have an event, he is my DJ. He pull up. He definitely lit as fuck. But before we get into you even becoming a DJ, you know, a tour DJ and all of that other good stuff, what got you into doing DJing? Because, you know, DJs, like, I'm grown. I don't know how grown you is, but I'm like 30 plus grown. So, like, when I was growing up, DJs really had scratching on turntables. You know what I'm saying? You had to really clean the fucking turntable and the record to make sure your shit wasn't scratched and skipping. And if a nigga bumped the table, it was a problem. You understand what I'm saying? Now they got the little computer shit with the little fake little turntable mini thing. So where did you come in? What era was you when you came in as a DJ? Was you the record DJ or the new era?
To be honest, I learned record DJing first.
Okay.
My uncle was a DJ.
Okay.
And then I guess I came in on the era as far as digital DJs. But what had definitely brought me to DJing, it was something I had never thought about doing, never wanted to do. It was kind of a great story. I heard somebody DJing one day, because I was always in the streets, always getting in trouble. You know, and I heard somebody DJing one day, and I said, oh, you do better than that.
Right.
You know, so my man Steven Jackson went on ahead and said, go ahead and try. Next thing I know, I had everybody rocking, and it was like, shoot, the rest is history. That was about like
so
2010.
like when DJs start off, is it easier to start off for like a house party? You know what I'm saying? Something that if niggas ain't really feeling the vibes, you ain't gotta worry about too many niggas like walking out the club and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, was you in the clubs? Was you in the house parties? Was you underground DJ? Like what?
I instantly straight came from the club, but what I advise any and everybody to do, I had a DJ that was more experienced and older, taking me under his wing, let me use his equipment, and he used to let me DJ on his nights, so he could walk away and do other things.
Right, so he could get a break.
Yeah, so I was DJing for him for free until, you know what I'm saying, I got good and using his equipment, and he was like, hey, you know everything that you need to know.
Right, now it's time for you to go on about your business.
Yeah.
And that's what you call an OG, because back when we was growing up, regardless of what you did, the OGs that was over you, like took you under your wing. Whether you was fucking up, they showed you what you was fucking up, or whether you was doing music, whatever. Nowadays, niggas don't give a fuck. You're not using their equipment, you're not borrowing their shit, they not doing none of that, and it definitely ain't never gonna be nothing for free. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to the OG who got you, you know what I'm saying, doing what you're doing. You know?
I can't even lie. I was DJing for free for him for like, I want to say maybe probably like 6 months. Straight free, Friday, Saturday, free.
Wow.
I was just happy to be doing it.
Just to be doing it. And that's when you know it becomes a passion. You understand what I'm saying? Because everything we do, let's keep it above, we want to get paid. But when you see that there's a bigger picture, you know what I'm saying? You tend to understand the bigger picture. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
So what I want to know is like, being from back home and then being here, does back home fuck with you as much as being out here? Or, because you know, it be motherfuckers that we don't know that will forever support us more than niggas that we do know. Like, no, let's just keep it above. Niggas that know us be like, that shit cute, it's alright. Mind you, it ain't shit that they motherfucking doing, but they'll still downgrade your shit, you feel me? So, how does back home react to you being a DJ?
Back home definitely love me, and it's kind of strange because I kind of came in different because it was me not thinking I ever wanted to be a DJ. I was the celebrated street guy. So because I was a celebrated street guy, you know, being at all the parties and this and that, you know, it just made it easy for everybody to transition and follow me because they're like, oh shit, you DJ now?
Right.
So all the places that people used to go be scared at to DJ and come to and this and that, I honed those places and I was killing those places.
That's what's up. So being that, you know, I don't really know too much about Ohio, you know what I'm saying? But being that you are from Cleveland, do you know like Q Money and what's the Doughboy?
Doughboy, yeah,
you know what I'm
Free
saying?
Man.
Like, see, I'm not really too familiar with all of these people, but like I said, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so.
Once again, free my boy Q Money. I actually do know him. I was DJing.
And he got a song that was out that I really, really liked too. I forgot what the name of it was.
It was Neat.
Right.
Yeah. He was signed to Think It's a Game.
Right, and it was like he was doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? I felt like he was not just getting off the ground, but it was like it was being more public, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then he got locked up, so definitely free him. But how do you know them? Is it just because you know them from being at home, or? Man,
I'm gonna be honest, from being in the streets and then from DJing, man, he used to come to me all the time. Hey, play my song. And what's so crazy is, and this will let people know to stay on their own craft and stay on their shit. The same music that he put out, that you hear the label put him out that was professional, that was the same type of music he was giving me then. It's just at that point in time, it wasn't the way. We was listening to March Madness, Heavy Future, Dirty Sprite.
Some people be ahead of their time and we just be like, that's not it. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, you know, I'm convinced a lot of the music sounds the same.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody think because it's a cute drill beat that you can do drill. I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna really comment too much on that because I don't want to hurt no people's feelings. But it's not meant for y'all to do motherfucking drill. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but it's cool. Y'all get an E for effort. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you be ahead of your time and people won't fuck with it just because they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are not musically inclined. They just down for the wave. Whatever they play on the radio, whatever they play in the club, the little TikTok dances, shit, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, that's the shit. Like, first of all, that shit ain't even dope. Like, yeah, so how do you feel about being a DJ from then, you know, and our grown age, when we were younger, we had, like, real music? You know what I'm saying? Like, you went to the party and came out sweating, sneakers was fucked up and all that because you went to a real party. Like, motherfuckers wasn't on social media in the club and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, how do you gravitate to the music from before to now? Like, how do you feel about it?
I definitely accept it all.
Okay.
As much as I like the music back then, especially like the 90s era, early 2000s era,
right.
I accept this new era just the same because in hindsight, man, they doing the same stuff that we was doing. They just expressing themselves in a lot different ways.
Yeah.
So you just kind of embrace it, like, you know what I'm saying, and don't judge it. I mean, I got a global ear for music and the sound, so it necessarily, it could be from any coast. It could be from West Coast, East Coast, South, North. If it's good music, it's good music.
Right.
I rock with it.
So on your personal time, outside of the club, outside of, you know, all of that stuff, what is a day and day song for you, like, that you would listen to that we wouldn't like? Is it like Gerald Levert? Is it like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what type of vibe you be on when you on your personal time?
Shout out to my OG Gerald Levert, but my personal time, it's only one person I listen to right now. I'm listening to him heavy. Now I was listening to him before. This is the only artist I've been to his concert multiple times. Like he the only artist I wouldn't seen the most, which is Young Dog.
Okay, R.I.P. the dog. Like,
Dog.
definitely, you know, he's a great artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad, you know, that he's no longer here or whatever. But, you know, I definitely tune in with his music. You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely a good choice. That's what's up.
And then you know we got you in the car too, cause you know we sick of these.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, don't get me started, because y'all know I'm going to talk my shit when it comes to my shit. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. So I know that you're not just a club DJ, you're also a road DJ, which means you do, you know, I don't know if it's how many artists you're a road, how many artists are you a road DJ for?
Right now, I'm just exclusively with OJ the Juice Man. Before that, I had an opportunity and a run-in with Yo Gotti around the time Big Tiny and Smalls was there.
Okay.
But at that time, I wasn't even thinking about DJing.
Doing it, right.
They picked me up just off of, and started fucking with me just off of being a street guy.
Right.
Yeah.
So now with OJ the Juice Man, how did that opportunity even come about? Because like me, I'm gonna keep it above. It's only a few songs that I personally know from OJ the Juice Man. You understand what I'm saying? But he been doing music since forever. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he got a long roster of shit. You know what I'm saying? So how long have you personally been his DJ?
Ooh, I want to say since 2016.
Oh, for about 6.5 years. That's when I moved here. So how is it being a DJ specifically for him?
A whole lot easier because you formulate a relationship and a bond to where you know when he get tired, you know when he need a break, you know when what songs to cut in and when and what time. I mean, it just makes a smooth transition for a show, and it makes a more entertaining show for the people. You know what I'm saying? Because you're there for the people to entertain.
Right.
You just don't want that old boring show that you
real regular
you know
shit. Right. So how is it being on the road? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when people go on the road, they be having 10 cities, 10 days. Like, nigga, I'm tired from yesterday. You understand what I'm saying? So to be able to have to travel to these different places, be on the stage, doing the performing, like, how is it being a road DJ?
Oh man, it's fun. It's fun, always forever changing. Man, I didn't have fun on the road, I done been locked up on the road, I done been shot at on the road.
Oh wow.
So it's always
Where
like,
the fuck did you get shot at?
Man, it happens. It happens.
No, what state?
Oh, North Carolina.
Yeah. it would take some part in the South.
Yeah,
like,
they're a little country, but no, man, North Carolina, definitely love them, man. Love them. North Carolina, South Carolina, have tons of fun out there.
What is the craziest thing that you've seen or experienced on tour? Because we know groupies is a fucking crazy scene by itself. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but I can only imagine. You understand? So like, you being the man behind the scenes, seeing the shit, what is the craziest fucking thing that you've seen while on tour?
And I'm gonna let the cat out the bag.
Please let it, and speak loud so these motherfuckers can hear me.
I'm definitely letting the cat out the bag. And this is a warning to all artists who doing music right now. Whatever music that you make and who you talking to, them gonna be your fans. So for instance, if you're a trap rapper or if you're a street rapper and you rapping mostly to the dudes, dudes gonna be your groupies at the shows.
Wow.
And I'm talking about males that's literally just trying to do anything to get your attention, from overzealous fans to mean mugging you just to get your attention. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about super groupies, want to chill, hang with you, you know what I'm saying? And don't want to leave.
Dude, that seems weird because like me growing up, groupies was bitches. Like girls who wanted to be like, oh my God, I wanna, like they was giving up coochie just to be like, got him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so to see girls going from groupies to niggas being groupies, like, it doesn't fit for me personally, but like, what they end up being taken.
It's a little weird, man, but you get used to, you know what I'm saying, embracing them because at the end of the day, they fans that support you.
Right.
You know
so
does
it get like creepy? You know what I'm saying? Like when you see a motherfucker at every spot you go to, or
no, them ain't the dudes that's creepy. The dudes that be creepy be the ones that hang around too long and like you kind of like in so
Why
many
you
ways.
here?
Yeah, like, hey, dude, we about to go to sleep. Like, could you roll? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, they expect to be with you the whole time.
The whole day. Like, now they friends
Man.
and they want to tag along and shit, you know?
Man.
So, where is the dopest location or concert that y'all did that you would say is the best of all time since you've been his tour DJ?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. Man, and it was probably a dream of mine. That had to be the parking lot concerts here at ATL.
Okay, so
I always
explain
had
to me
a
about
dream.
that.
I always had a dream of DJing here at ATL.
Okay.
And it's an annual event they do every year here at ATL called the Parking Lot Concerts, where they book a whole bunch of artists from sun up to sundown to come through and perform. You know what I'm saying? For ATL and for surrounding people who come just for that concert. And man, DJ in front of all them people, man, it was like a dream come true for me.
That's what's up. And then that's kind of like in New York, we got like Central Park. And Central Park always have like, I think it's like this Sunfest or Summer Stage or, you know, stuff like that. And it's like one big ass concert outside, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely dope to be able to see you, this person back here on the stage, and you see the rapper right here, but then you see all of these people out here. It would make me be like, oh shit, it just got real. Like, I can't fuck up now, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I think that that's definitely dope. Is that something that you will be continuing to do, or for that specific concert?
I mean, I definitely want to continue to do it. I definitely eventually want to get to the point of I throw my own events down here at ATL.
That would be definitely. Are you mean throwing your own events as a DJ or?
As a DJ and a promoter.
Okay. So what makes you want to, you know, switch over into the promoting world? Because that shit is a headache.
Before I actually started DJing, I was doing that first. Like, I used to give people money all the time for like events and stuff like that back home. And you know what I'm saying, I seen that side of stuff. And then it made it easier for me because everybody fucked with me in the street, so it made it easier for me to throw events and this and that. And then once I seen that, it was just like, oh, okay, cool.
Right.
And next thing you know, I'm a DJ, and it just, everything just full circle. Just
right. So what type, is you like the good promoter or you the promoter that we fucking talk about? You know what I'm saying? Because you know a lot of these promoters be promoters, and then at the end of the night they want to be fake businessmen and start negotiating with you not finna get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
No, I'm the promoter that guarantee your bag.
Oh, okay. Because you know niggas run down on niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? I like you, friend, but I don't want you to have to get.
That'd be a lot of promoters' issues. Like, if you ain't got the full bag to throw the event, to pay everybody there, to pay for the venue, don't do it.
Or just be honest with these people and let them know what it is ahead of time. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but I definitely am looking forward to that because, you know, I pull up to a party. So, you know, when you start throwing parties, let the nigga know I'm pulling up. I'm coming to stand on whoever furniture, okay?
Oh, yeah.
But outside of the DJing and the promotion and the promoters world, is there any other business ventures that you are seeking out or exploring to do?
I ain't gonna lie, I actually want to get in the realm of what you doing. And I also want to get a club going down here at ATL. That's a club down here at ATL.
Like what type of club?
Mine is gonna be different, man. I'm kind of well versed in the world, so the club that I want to put down here, I want to put a swinger club down here at ATL.
You don't think we got enough of those?
I mean, we got two. You got two. You got two
you did your homework
official
on them?
ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you.
Two official ones.
So what's going to be different about your swingers club compared to the other swingers club?
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you, I want to make it couple and female friendly, but like a fantasy island for people to explore. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have like a menu or shit that they can.
Not like a menu, but just
if y'all ever seen the Bunny Ranch, that nigga got shit laid the fuck out. You could line the bitches up, pick which one you want. They got a menu. You can pick what you want. You know the price, and you swipe right there. Like simple.
Yeah.
So is that the type of?
No, I want to give people more. Like I want it to be when you walk in the room, it's like an instant thing. It's an instant fantasy. It just ain't this plain old.
You're gonna have Tuesday gonna be the tiger room. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a jungle theme going on.
Yeah.
You gotta have a toga party. Toga parties are fun. You gotta be cute.
Definitely.
Alright. Well, just make sure y'all motherfuckers that's coming to these parties, y'all ain't got no shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want y'all spreading no shit. You know what I'm saying? We'll be carnivals, I hope.
Say way
you
the
know
best
what I'm
way.
saying? Going to fuck around or whatever. Because, you know, This Atlanta, a lot of shit is suspect out this motherfucker, and then niggas be flying in here with some shit, and make sure you come here to play the right way, okay? But I definitely hope that that works out for you, because that'd be dope. Just being a black business owner, period, is dope. And then, you know, being able to give people a satisfaction of their fantasies. Like, half of these people can't even get that the fuck at home from their partner. So that's fun, you know? So yeah, kudos to you. I'll be coming to that event too, just to let you know. So, you're a DJ, the promotion, the clubs. Being a DJ, I notice a lot of DJs or a lot of promoters and people in the nightlife tend to want to now reach out and do music. Has that been something that you ever thought about doing, like putting out your own music?
And I want to say, the end of last year, going to the beginning of this year, is the first time I took music seriously. I had never, ever thought about doing music. I've always been the guy that was in the back and that just had the money and was cool with just having the money.
Right.
Never wanted to rap. Been around so many celebrities, so many people. I mean, because that's almost lightweight how I got hooked up with OJ. Like, before I got hooked with OJ, I had dealings with Gucci, then I had dealings with Waka, and then Waka and his management was like, hey, you should fuck with Juice, you fuck with Juice.
Right.
And then as soon as I hit Juice up, it was just like we was inseparable.
Well, that's dope. So are you planning on actually putting this music out?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But it's got to be the right way. I'm looking at February right now.
Okay,
So,
well, that ain't too far. That's right around the corner. Shit.
Yeah.
All right, so what type of music is it going to be? Is you going to be like the scammer rapper or like the fucking bitches and like type of rapper or like the gangster rapper? Like, what type of rapper you going to be?
Man, it's just, mine is just street all the way, all the time.
So you going to be the Ohio rapper?
Not even so much the Ohio rapper. It's definitely the street trap rapper.
Okay.
You know, but even more so, like, it depends on how you feeling. And like I said before, who you rap to be who you see at the show.
Right.
So definitely gotta throw them female songs in there because I do not want
a whole bunch of niggas in your face. Right. Well, this is what I'm gonna ask a question, and then we're gonna get up out of here, and I'm gonna let you talk your shit. But you know, I'm nosy, and every time I bring people up here, I always go through their Instagram and their social media and all of that shit. And the first thing that stood out to me was #DickGameGuard. What the fuck did you mean by that? And that's in the bio. So you know what I'm saying? When the nigga put #DickGameGuard, you like, what the fuck this nigga got going on in his life? So like, why you say that?
It's definitely a personal title that every woman that has ever experienced me, that's the title that they give me.
DickGameGuard?
Of course.
Alright, I'm gonna need to hear from these bitches about it, because for you to say DickGameGuard, that's like a big, you know.
Oh yeah.
So you better be living up to your motherfucking name. That's what the fuck I'm saying. Don't be out here talking about DickGameGuard. And she was like, no, that was not God.
I mean, it definitely, it's like they drop to their knees and they just be like,
G, for real?
yeah.
He got bitches out here praying. All right. Well, definitely keep praying and keep talking to God, just not this one. But definitely let the people know what you got next coming up. Any projects that you're working on in your social media and everything, where they can find you and talk to the DickGameGuard.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at YoungMale216.
Oh, that's fine. Y'all Twitter niggas, y'all motherfuckers that be on Twitter be throwing sex videos up there. Y'all make OnlyFans look like shit on motherfucking Twitter, for real, but go ahead, my bad.
Definitely. And I'm on YouTube as well. Just search DJ Young Male. Coming up, I got my EP dropping in February, which is my NBS. And after that, I got another one following up after that. I got some videos. I got a song and a single coming out with OJ Juice Man called Katy Perry. We got to shoot the video to that real soon.
What's that going to be about?
You know, some drill shit.
Oh, okay. Here we go. This better be good.
Drill shit, street shit. It's going to be
okay. Best. Well, let them know your social media and everything, the name of everything.
Oh, yeah. It's easy. Spelled correctly. YOUNGNELL 216. I'm telling you, search me. I am not hard to find, man.
You on OnlyFans?
No, not shit. I'm thinking about it.
But it ain't like DickGameGuard. I'm just thinking like, is this nigga on OnlyFans?
I'm thinking about it.
Well, definitely make sure you go follow my boy. You know, he got a lot of shit going on. You may want to pop out to the swingers club. You may want to pop out to a show. You may want to do whatever. But make sure you tap in with him, because, baby, he got a lot of good shit going on. And what I do want to let you know is, don't go your ass too motherfucking far, because you know, tea time is coming, and I want to ask you some stuff, and don't be scared. And if you lie to me, friend, I'm gonna know you're lying, okay? So definitely go ahead. You could go get you a drink, go chill out or whatever. Enjoy the rest of the other interviews, but don't go too fucking far, okay?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. So yes, I definitely. Yes. So before we get into our next guest, I definitely would like to start shouting out my sponsors. You know what I'm saying? Because without them, you know, you gotta have sponsors, okay, people? So today I definitely got my people from HHWA. You know what I'm saying? We had him up here last week. You know, he be having all of the baddies from the A to the page. You gotta make sure you go follow my guy, Rose. You already know. You know, shout out to my guy, Hell. On the motherfucking, you already know when he in the building, you gonna get healthy drunk. You gonna have some seafood, some hibiscus, some great fresh juices. And he gonna throw a little splash of tequila or a splash of the alcohol that you specifically like. You can hit him up for the B12 shots, all of the good ginger drinks, all of that good healthy shit, you know, so make sure you tune into him. And without my guy Sanchez from the BS1 ATL Studios, this right here wouldn't even be going on right now. So make sure you follow my guy Sanchez and the BS1 ATL Studios, because baby, we got a lot of good shit going on up here, okay? But without further ado, I would like to bring my next guest up here. Champ, don't get too comfortable because you next. Right. So, you know, today is a very long day. Miguel over there in the back, chilling. And again, shout out to everybody that's here in the audience. You know, I appreciate y'all for coming out and chilling. Make sure y'all stop at the bar. Make sure y'all say congratulations to my bartender Sweet, because the bitch got a degree to pick up tomorrow. Okay, baby? Yes, friend. Come on, friend. Bring it on up. You can bring the blunt with you. You ain't got to. We grown over here. Body yada yada. This my shit. Yes. What's good? What's good? What's good? We're gonna talk into the mic. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Get a little closer right there. You go. All right. So this my guy, Champ the General. Make sure y'all follow him on the gram. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for coming here, tapping in with me and shit.
Thank you for having me.
So, where you from? We gonna put this in between so they can both hear us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You good?
What's good, y'all? My name is Champ the General from the Bronx, New York.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
in ATL right now.
Oh shit. So you know I'm about to run down. So where from the Bronx you from?
Man, I'm from a few different places. I'm born in Eastchester, moved to Saquon right across from Soundview.
Okay.
And also NEB by Edson Avenue, Northeast.
Okay. Well, I'm from High Bridge. South Bronx. And you
South
already know.
Bronx, you already know. I'm South Bronx too.
Okay. So you know.
South Bronx and Northeast Bronx. Can't forget the Northeast.
You can't just forget the Bronx. Like the Bronx, you already know we go all the way the fuck up. And you know we go up to the point where we got our own weekend in fucking ATL. How the Bronx, that's a borough, got a whole weekend in another fucking state?
That is
why?
kind of crazy.
You wanna know why? Because we fuck shit up, that's why.
Big facts.
But shout out to the motherfucking Bronx in the building, you know.
Big Bronx in the building.
Okay, so what I want to know is, what brings you to the A?
Man, to keep it 100, I had to get away from the jungle, man.
That's what you gotta do.
At the point in my life, it was some hectic things going on. And,
right, you had to relocate, or you chose to relocate?
I chose to relocate.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There was some hectic things going on, and I wanted to make a change in my life.
Right.
And it was honestly the best move in my life. And I love home, but making that move, changing my environment, actually changed my life. It saved my life.
And that's good. You know what I'm saying? Because definitely I feel like ever since I moved here, this is the grown Skiddlez. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta go away from your comfort zone to really find out who the fuck you really is without all of the other people behind you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, shout out to you for making that move, you know. So
shout out to you as well. You here with me.
I Right.
I'm saying?
So what I want to know is how often you go back home? Because I be going back home and it be cute just because I be having certain people I be want to go see. But after the third day, I be fucking over it. You know what I'm saying? So what about
that's
you?
A fact, that's a fact. I go home, I would say, recently, because of the pandemic, I didn't go home as often, but I try to go home at least once or twice a year. And a lot of times I go home and do videos because some of the songs.
It's New York.
Yeah.
Right.
And we also have a lot of, you know, our landscape is just, we have that advantage.
We
like
got real buildings and shit. We ain't got shit to come shit on this motherfucker. Alina only got a few buildings. That's downtown, midtown, maybe like up north somewhere and all that, but it's like a smidgen small area. Like y'all don't got no real motherfucking buildings. But the schools don't go past the second floor. I've never even seen a school here that got 2 floors. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. You know,
projects is short too, but I ain't trying to diss them.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to diss them. I'm just saying I ain't got no real house.
Cause I remember when I used to be in Thomasville when I first came out here, and
where is that?
that's over there by Zone 3.
I don't even know.
Across the street. Well, they tore it down, but that's by the federal penitentiary over Moreland Avenue. And at the time when I was first coming down here, it was Thomasville and it was Four Seasons across the street. And I ain't even gonna front. Those are thorough projects. I was out there like, you know, getting money with some guys and stuff. But this projects had like 2 floors.
2 floors.
So I was like,
And
yo,
we
this
used
shit.
for the real
I was like, this shit is just like home, just shorter.
25 floors.
So I was like, yo, this shit just. That's why I was over there, because I was cool with some guys over there. You know what I'm saying? And we were doing music together. Plus, the element was. That was like the closest thing to home, like
right.
It was like buildings, but it was just shorter buildings. So I was like, yo, this shit is just like home. It's just like shorter buildings.
Just a little building.
It was mad love, bro.
Right.
Shout out to the Ville Zone 3. Shout out to Thomasville. They tore it down, but you know, I used to be over there.
All right, well, a shout out to you to being a part of history from Alina, because I ain't part of none of that shit. I've been in Cobb County and Fulton County, that's it. I ain't trying to be around nobody noise. I'm not trying to be around none of that shit. Fuck that shit. But welcome.
Thank
you know
you.
what I'm saying? Like, let's just spin it back to up top. You are a part of the vampire life.
Vamp Life. Shout out Vampire Empire.
I say vampire, you know, my bad. But
Vampire Life is all good.
So how long have you been a part of Vamp Life?
It's been about since what, 2000, the end of 2020.
Okay, so you fairly new. And Vamp Life been out for a little minute, you know what I'm saying? I remember they started with like, I think clothing and stuff like that, and then they broke out into the record label and doing all of that stuff. And shout out to Jim Jones, you know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to Vamp, shout out to
it
Jim,
got,
shout out to the whole
they
team.
got like a lot of
Shout out
artists
to
now.
Plum.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy Dice Peso. You understand?
Shout out to
Another
Dice.
big Bronx in the motherfucking building.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I think that that's dope that Jimmy doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you be thinking like, ooh, he a dope rapper, he this and this and that. But sometimes it be about them putting people on. And now you got a good team and a good lineup. You understand what I'm saying? So that's definitely dope. And how did the opportunity even come about for you to be on Vamp Life?
Well, how it came about was I had a song called Zoo York.
Okay.
Me featuring my brother Young Ray, who was a part of GP Mafia, because I'm actually a part of a team called GP Mafia. We was just running a solo project for my joint. So we was doing a song called Zoo York featuring my brother, and we actually remade the song because Fabian put a song out and TJ put a song out Zoo York as well. So I had that version out, so I redid it as Zoo York Giants, and then we was shopping to see who wanted to get on it. Jim jumped on it, and then once Jim got on it, we shot the video. And Poem came through, and then from that point on, one thing led to the next.
Right.
And we was just like rocking, you know what I'm saying?
So
it
like,
was a blessing.
let me just ask you a question. How is it working with Jim? Because you know, a lot of us, we get to see Jim Jones in the club gym or at the video shoot gym. Like, but when you in the studio or you out here putting out music or you out here doing this stuff, that's a different type of gym. You understand what I'm saying? So how is it, you know, working with him?
Well, I personally don't work closely with Jim. I just did the song with Jim, and I work with his management team. And we were working on some things going forward. But in reference to working with him, when I did work with him on that record, it was dope. I mean, he showed love, he came through, he kept it 100. Now, Capone was his manager, and Dance, who was one of the A&Rs and directors of the label, they worked closely with me and helped me in my situation, as well as the 730 Dip team, Sleep with them. But working with Jim was dope, like, to be honest with you. And we are looking at some more songs for going forward. Well, in reference to that track, it was dope. We came, did the video, knocked the verse out. It was dope, and it was a dope experience.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy for that because, you know, a lot of people from New York, like, don't really put niggas on.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you're laughing. You understand what I'm saying? You can sit there and be around a person for so long, and they can hear you spit, they can hear you do all of that shit, and still won't promote it, still won't post it, still won't come out. You could be given a free motherfucking show. And these niggas that have an excuse on why they can't fucking pop out. You understand what I'm saying? And I think we've all individually as people have experienced that. You know what I'm saying? But I think that is definitely dope that you have the movement that you have going on. And you currently, are you signed like in a long-term contract with Vamp Life or?
Yeah, well, it's a few years in the contract, and I've been in it for a few years. But after it's different levels in the contract. So right now I'm putting out records. I just put a project out with them, an EP out, Trap Goes Volume 1, which was actually the end of last year.
Okay.
So in reference to that, they distributed. I get distribution through Vamp Life and Empire, and I put the music out through them, and they support what I do, promote it, and we just work together as a team. But I really submit my music. I have a production team, Milwaukee Black, Young Ray, the whole team, Mark Stevens, Magic Mark. So what I do is I do my music and I submit it. They take it as is and get behind it. So
have you ever done? Sorry to cut you off. Have you ever done music that they was like?
Nah, actually, I get a lot of good reviews, especially from Capone and Dance, who are basically decision makers behind what they're putting out. And Capone told me my work was impeccable. So basically, when because I work with people, I've been working, my mentors before I got with Vamp, like was 8-Ball and MJG. So I've been on tour and working with them and their production team with Push Management and Milwaukee Black and a whole nother set of producers before I got the Vamp. So when I submitted my project, it was already at a level where Capone and them was like, they just
fucking with it.
Yeah,
right.
so it was actually
basically what he's trying to tell y'all is he's been putting that fucking work in. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think in the industry you're supposed to put out a good song, or because you know people, or don't burn my shit.
Sorry.
Nah, you good.
I was actually not gonna answer those. I would have dirtied you up. I would have dirtied you up. You know
but you know, a lot of people think that nowadays in the industry that they don't gotta put no work in. They think because they know the DJ or their friend is this person. Let me just tell you, if your shit is trash, your shit is trash. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people just think they're supposed to wake up with a good song and, yep, I'm supposed to make it. Like, no, motherfucker. You know how many people have been out here putting out mixtapes and EPs and music and they still suck? But they still going. And what I've learned is that sometimes it don't even be if the song is good. It's the consistency.
Correct.
From certain people. You understand what I'm saying? It's the fact that they could have a trash ass song, but guess what? They gonna go up there and bounce around the whole motherfucking stage. And they gonna make y'all hype, and y'all still don't know what the fuck they talking about in the song. You understand what I'm saying? But they stage presence sold you. You understand? And that's why a lot of people that we can sit here and be like, man, that nigga trash. But he got something that clearly you don't got because, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different type of energy and a different type of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
I would add to that, you're absolutely right. It's also willing to invest into yourself.
That too.
Because who's going to take a chance on you if you don't take a chance on yourself?
That's a fact.
So I invest into myself first. Therefore, whoever I want to mess with me can see what I put in.
What you put in.
Therefore, it makes sense.
You know what I'm going to ask you? I know a lot of people talk about budgets. I need a budget for this. I need a budget for that. What do you say or suggest is a good average budget to start off with in the industry? Because a lot of people be like, oh, I need 30,000 to do this, and then you give these niggas 30,000, and then a lot of these niggas is robbing you because the same shit you pay for was shit that you could have probably got from another business or another, you know what I'm saying, industry, or I mean not industry, but another person, you know what I'm saying, to help you do it, and you just wasted $30,000. So what do you suggest is a good number to start with?
Well, that's a great question first and foremost, and that's the magic question actually, because there's been multiple people who have spent all types of numbers
They still ain't got
and
shit.
still haven't gotten anywhere. And And not to say that they haven't made their efforts went in vain. It's just that you have to look at results.
Right.
And the game is constantly changing. This industry, the internet is constantly changing. It's constantly reinventing itself. So it's almost like you got to keep up with the wave. So I would say, when you look at the people that have made it, they've spent at least $150,000, $200,000 collectively. And that's because they probably have to hit all platforms at the same time pretty hard. And in between that, of course, there's payola and people that are gonna middleman and 2 or 3 middlemen sometimes, you know what I mean? And that's just part of the game. It's unfortunate in our culture that we tax each other up front. But a lot of times people may feel, you know, in the past, they've helped people and they switch their phone number on them. So they like, I'm gonna get the next person.
Right.
So a lot of times, you know, as an artist, you suffer because you overpay up front. But to answer your question, you can start off with any amount of money as long as you put it in the right places and you're getting results.
You put it in the right pockets.
Right. Because I would say before you even invest money, do your research on these people's results and make sure they got real credible results. Because I've learned that myself by spending money with certain people who even have a name. Even some of the labels at times, you know, because you know, they're outsourcing. So, you know, it's definitely a gamble, but you got to do your own homework. And it's not, a lot of people forget. I told one of my fellow artists the other day, I said, this is not a talent show anymore. This is a business.
This is for life.
Yeah, and it's a business, so you got to really do your homework, and you got to be willing to, in any investment, you got to play to win, and scared money don't make no money. So if you're playing scared, you're going to jinx yourself. Like, you know what I mean? So you got to really just do your homework and come correct. Like, you can't come with no short money either, because when you look at your competition,
they putting out money.
Right, there's people out here
and then too, shit ain't cheap. If you want to pay cheapy money for certain shit, don't get mad when you get cheapy results. You understand? That don't mean that it's okay for somebody to fucking play with your money.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But you know what you need to invest in yourself. You know that you want to get good production. You want to get good visuals. You want to get, you know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, you got to sell yourself. These labels is not going to sign you just because, oh, that nigga got good bars. Can you look the part? Can we sell you? Can we make money off of you? You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta always be on 1,000 when you come outside. You understand what I'm saying? That's just how I feel personally.
And usually, if you notice, people are usually already hot when the label comes to them.
Right. Because let me tell you, they done already did their homework to look at your social media, look at what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? And let me ask you a question. Speaking on that. Being that you're on the label now, have you put out, how many projects have you put out prior to being on the label?
I was putting street mixtapes out at the time because I actually was testing the market, trying to build my fan base and just dropping singles, dropping videos and singles and just getting the feedback.
Right.
And basically we put a project out as a group a few times back in the day, probably 2, the GP Mafia. But that was back in the days before the internet was like going crazy. So we was really in the streets selling our stuff, hand to hand, MySpace, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. So
shout out to MySpace. MySpace used to be the shit.
And we came in like at the end of that era. That was like the beginning of the whole. And then right after that, everything started switching crazy fast. Because I remember just trying to jump on that wave, and then it switched up. I was like, oh. So that's when we realized like the whole game was switching up. But really, we was really like in the streets with the hand-to-hand CD mixtapes.
The promo.
You know
that was the street team era. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody hung the posters up outside. It was outside with the CDs, and you had the ox store with the CD on the counter and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about like super young outside.
Man, let me tell you something. Now, what I'm gonna say is, R.I.P. to my guy King Slay. You know what I'm saying? He is one of the dopest people that I've ever came across in my life.
Too,
I still can't believe that my friend is gone. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just thankful that I was able to experience K-Slave. You know, a lot of people know me from just the magazines. You understand what I'm saying? So I've been Skiddlez for years, but he made me the Skiddlez that y'all like. You know what I'm saying? That y'all know. You know, shout out to all my niggas in jail behind the wall. A lot of y'all niggas know me behind the wall. You know what I'm saying? But how was your experience with K-Slave? Because one thing about K-Slave was about the only person besides Sway. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like K-Slay was the only person that really gave underground rappers and the rappers that are not getting the recognition that they deserve. You understand what I'm saying? And he gave them that airplay on Shade 4-5. He gave them the interviews. He, you know what I'm saying, did the underground DJ parties. And so how was your experience dealing with him?
My experience with him was great because I actually met him at the, me and my guy Vado was at the battle down here. Because Vado's like
I was there.
Yeah. And Vado's like a brother to us, you know what I mean? Like he's actually my younger brother's like very, very, like one of their best friends.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we kind of grew up. So when he was out here doing the battle, I seen K-Slay. He was like, and that's when I was doing in New York. So
Okay.
so he was basically gave me his number like, yo, fuck with him. Right after that, he passed away. So me and K-Slay was just starting to build a relationship,
right.
And he passed away. So it was kind of sudden to me because I was out here. See, being in Atlanta for a minute, I didn't see him a whole lot. So when I seen him, I was communicating on social media. But when I actually seen him, he was like, yo, fuck with me, I'm out here. So I hit him up, you know what I'm saying, and we was supposed to get up. He was a little busy, but when we actually he went into the hospital. So it was kind of like crazy because I was hoping like he came out.
Right.
And it was like, damn. So it was like, I really didn't get a chance to like rock with him how I wanted to because he got sick and the whole like when I started popping off, like it was New York Giants and then Jim Jones and my brother Ray. It was right when the pandemic. So it was kind of like weird because everybody was rocking with each other on the internet. We was like hitting each other through the studios.
The DJs was putting up their little spin times. You could buy badges and shit.
So even like with the feature with Jimmy at the time, we was all doing the virtual studio shit. So when we actually seen each other, it was like when we was in the streets in New York doing the video. So that's why, and I've been out here too a lot. So because you know, trying to stay away from the block. You know what I mean? So I be in Atlanta.
Out of trouble.
And honestly, I be into like other things. I be into like real estate and stuff. So I have bought a crib out here. So and I got a little seeds. So I'm trying to be out here, show my kids that party like knowing like I'd rather raise them out here. You know what I'm saying? So really, we spend a lot of time in Atlanta, but I go back and forth to New York as necessary because that's home. You know what I'm saying? But really, you know how it is, quality of life a little different.
It's way different.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it was. Like it was a lot of virtual stuff because we was dealing with the pandemic.
Right.
So even with him, when I seen him, it was like, yo, that's why when I was at the that's the last time I seen him was actually at the battle. So it just kind of was messed up because I feel like
you ain't get your check.
Yeah, like not that. I mean, not questioning God because everything's in God's will. It was just like he was about to help me with the joint. So it was like once he went to the hospital, I was just being patient. And then he came out the hospital, so I was like, damn.
Well, shit. R.I.P. to K-Slay. You know, the Drama King will forever be in the motherfucking building. And let me tell you, as one of the dopest straight stunting girls, okay, we will always be motherfucking team straight stunting in this building, okay? And just to let y'all know, my show is on Thursday, and so is motherfucking his. So I'm gonna keep talking my shit, because I know he watching me talk my shit forever.
Big
okay,
facts.
friend? But what I want to know is, what are you currently working on that you about to hit us with the streets? Because, you know, we from the Bronx. And, you know, we come and we put on the motherfucking show. So let me know what you about to hit the streets with.
Well, yo, real talk, I'm about to hit the streets with a lot of pressure. I'm coming through with the Trap Goes Deluxe project and Volume 2. I'm actually dropping videos every month. I just dropped the Christmas record with my son on it. I just dropped also Pray 3 weeks after that, which was probably the other day. So those are all the Christmas joint was something we did for Christmas, you know what I'm saying? The Pray is off my Trap Goes. And I also got GP Mafia project dropping, which is me and my whole team, Young Ray and Gail Savo, you know what I'm saying?
So you busy, you got shit dropping, you know,
so I'm looking at trying to drop like between 2 to 3 projects if everything goes on time according to plan. Because you know when you work with multiple people, we gotta meet, you know,
everybody's time gotta be right.
Yeah, but right now, basically, I'm dropping a video every month, regardless of these projects, and I'm dropping them the deluxe, which is coming out through Vamp Life and Empire.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just dropping them joints, and then I'm dropping Volume 2, and I'm dropping GD Mafia.
Well, shout out to him, because all I keep hearing is I'm dropping. So that means that nigga is fucking booked and fucking busy. But this is one question now I want to ask before we get out of here, right? When it comes to Empire and when it comes to Centric, you understand what I'm saying? We know what Vamp Life has done for you.
Shout out to Centric, shout out to Kilo, shout out to my team.
Shout out to Key. We had him up on here too, you know.
That's
But
family.
this is what I want to know though.
What up, cuz?
What have these labels done for you as an artist? Because we see a lot of people, I see thousands of people that got Empire in their bio, and you be like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, so what have they done as a label for you with your career?
Well, each situation is different. Centric is my publishing deal, which I recently just signed. So
Okay,
that's like fresh into that.
congratulations.
So that's gonna help me with placements on, you know, like television shows and things. And I've actually been on television. Zoo York was the Zoo York Giants been on BET, MTV about 3 months. 8 channels in New York. That was the one we actually dropped it. So shout out to Jim Jones and Young Ray, because Mama, we was on TV.
Right.
And, they spin it every now and then on BET Jams and on MTV.
Okay. How did you get your video on MTV Jams?
Well, you know, I could tell you that.
All right, tell me
that's the PR team.
We don't want to give you all this
Shout to Lighthouse Management on that one. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's all about your marketing and your team behind you, and we invest the money, like I was saying. But in reference to what you were saying, what they have done for me is they've helped me get exposure. They've helped me with their Rolodex, and my main thing is I don't really need much from a label, but the plugs. I'm gonna bring my own bag, and I'm gonna bring my own team. And if they actually want to invest the bag, once I show this work, I need them to come with the machine. But I want to show it. I don't want no mediocre bag. I need something that really makes sense.
And you need to let them know that you already got your own shit. So now y'all gonna have to match my shit.
Right. So with that situation it's all about what situations they can connect you to, what opportunity they can connect you. For me, I've gotten different opportunities in reference to, you know, just being on, you know, different platforms, different television shows or stuff like that for the publishing situation. With Vamp Life and Empire, that was more distribution, and that was just more helping me get to the right avenues I need to get to. And, you know, we're renegotiating at this point, so you just take steps in your deal. So when you come in first, they may not be rolling on the red carpet, but they give you an opportunity. Once you prove yourself, then you actually step up to the next plate. But what my thing is, I don't really count my hand out. Most times the deal was open to me, so I actually just looked at it, it made sense. I said, let's work. So 2 years later, I got a little more further. They helped me with a lot of promotion. Shout out to the 730 Dip Divas. Shout out to them, because 730 Dip Divas, they be reposting my stuff on their page. Like, I fuck with y'all for real. Shout out to the whole 730 More Work team. Shout out to Pone. Shout out to Duprano. Shout out to Push. Shout out to Kilo. Shout out to Milwaukee Black. Shout out to everybody that heard me. But definitely them. Definitely 730 Dip Divas, Shaniqua, Ms. Go Hard, the whole team. Because they showed nothing but genuine love, and I rock with them forever. I got them forever. And that's just what it be. Like, you know, they've helped me get. I was on the radio also when I first dropped it with them as well. With shout out to Ursula and Capone, with the Dipset Radio. So they gave me some exposure, and one thing led to another. I'm just doing my work. So now we're renegotiating, and I think there's a lot more opportunities coming forward. But so far, they've helped me out. I can't front. They've definitely helped my career.
I'm fucking with it.
And I can't.
I'm definitely fucking with it. And then you know what it is, like I said, you from the fucking Bronx.
Yeah,
you
big Bronx, baby.
So it's
big
like,
Bronx.
when it comes to my motherfucking city, I support my motherfucking city. You understand what I'm saying? But definitely, I want you to let the people know your social media, where they can find you at, the name of your current project, and all of that good stuff.
What's good, y'all? My name is Champ the General. You already know, man. I'm over here, Pillow Talk. You already know. You can follow me at Champ the General, CHAMPDA General on Instagram. You can go to champthegeneral.com. Copy you a shirt, please.
I'm gonna need one of those.
You know what I'm saying? I got you, baby girl. You already know. I got you. You can also catch me on all platforms, YouTube as well. Champ the General and Gangsta Politician. Look up GP Mafia, because that's coming. Shout out to Young Ray, shout out to Gail Sauer, shout out to Big Vinny Diamond, shout out to the whole team, you know what I'm saying? Chief Cherokee, everybody, you know, already know. You know what I'm saying? What else I got? I'm on Facebook, Champion General as well, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm on Twitter, GP Mafia, you know what I'm saying? We on all platforms with Trap Goes Volume 1. That's my project that's out right now. And it's a quality project. It's not just a mixtape. We got quality production. We invested money so that you can enjoy yourself. So I really hope y'all tap in and rock with us. And I'm coming out with Trap Goes Deluxe and Volume 2. And y'all need to rock on my girl because she's 1,000% official.
Oh,
You already know. Thank you very
Well,
much.
no, I appreciate you for real. Well, definitely don't go too far because I'm gonna need you to tap in for tea time, And yeah, just go get yourself a good beverage. You look like you got something in your cup.
Yo, and I gotta shout out my bartender, man, Sweets with the
Yes,
hands.
girl.
Big shout, cause yo, she's the realest.
I know.
She the truth,
She's
man.
dope as fuck.
We had a great time back there.
Well, definitely don't go too far. And I appreciate you for coming to Pillow Talk with Skiddles. And like I said, don't go far because I'm gonna need you for tea time, okay? Right now.
Thank you very much, y'all. Yo, LOV, y'all. LOV.
All day. Well, definitely, we're going to get into our next guest, And I would like to also, shout out some more of my sponsors because without them, a lot of things that we doing, you know what I'm saying? They make the promo easier, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Arrow Films. Back here behind the camera, you know what I'm saying? He make your regular videos look like the biggest music video, you understand what I'm saying? Shout out to the Blue motherfucking Flame, because the Flame, every motherfucking Thursday, make sure everybody here from Pillow Talk with Skiddles is always motherfucking good. And if y'all ever with some pump passes, y'all gonna have to start hitting your grill up, because I be having those. Right. And definitely shout out to my guy, Dawn, from the Once in Desires, clothing brand, for the past 2 weeks, he's been pulling up on me at the crib and bringing me the whole rack of clothes, and we've been going through stuff and picking out. So yes, I'm a bad bitch and I be popping out, but let me tell you, make sure you follow Once in Desires because my guy, he been really, really coming through with them dope ass outfits, for real. And then without further ado, I would like to bring my guy up here, Mr. Jones. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know him as motherfucking Wizard Jones, okay? And let me tell y'all, if y'all ain't motherfucking never see him, y'all seen him on the 411 pain, cause baby, he been out here working, Hey friend. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm great. No, definitely. Thank you for coming. So how you feeling today?
I'm feeling wonderful. How you feeling?
Happy. I'm amazing. I'm actually tired, but we keep working,
so
it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to say I appreciate you for coming up here because you be touching a lot of platforms and you be doing some major shit. You know what I'm saying? So I shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? I've been out here for 6.5 years, and for 6.5 years, this nigga been working. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to know, where are you from?
Atlanta, born and raised.
Oh yeah, you sound like one of them. He said that. Atlanta, born and raised. Like,
Straight up.
So what part of Atlanta you from?
I'm from the city. I'm from the west side.
Okay, that's over there, like the Flame is west side, right?
Yeah, Flame west side.
So
Originally from Adamville.
Who?
Originally from Adamville.
I don't know what that side.
Yeah.
I'm from New York. So
Yeah,
we don't really. I put my GPS on sometimes in certain areas. I be like, that shit sounds far. Like, what the fuck? But being in Atlanta, how does it feel seeing other people like me come in your city, you know what I'm saying, and try to do what y'all been doing?
I mean, personally, I embrace it. I mean, it ain't, the city big enough, the pie big enough for everybody to eat. You know what I'm saying? That's how we was able to just work together.
Right. And see, a lot of people call Atlanta Black Hollywood. You understand what I'm saying? And what people don't know, it really is. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck the regular Hollywood. They over there going through a lot of shit right now. But shout out to those people in California right now. They going through a lot of, what is that? The water overflowing. There's a lot of stuff going on. between the wild forest fires and the water and shit, I don't fucking know. I feel like California about to be its own country very soon, you know what I'm saying? But this is the Black Hollywood. You understand what I'm saying? Like, as a black person or anybody of any ethnicity, if I'm saying it right.
You know, I worked on movie sets too, speaking of Black Hollywood. You know, that's where I come from. I worked on movie sets for like 10 years.
You for real?
When I was doing open mics, that was a part of my grind. I worked on movie sets during the day, and then I was at the open mics at night.
So how is it doing movies? Because, you know, I've heard different, like, stories from different people, like, certain productions suck, certain people pay cheap, but then you get good experience or good feedback or more business from certain shit. So how was your experience being on set?
I mean, it was dope. My whole overall experience was dope. It was just long hours. You know,
what type
12 hours was the norm.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
You know, like my longest was like 18 hours on the set before.
But what was it for? Is it for like shows or for movies?
Nah, for movies, like, it's dope to end up in the theater and see your name in the credits.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, my name.
So what movies you got on your roster?
Man, a lot of them. I worked on Neighbors 2. I worked on Black Panther, the first one. I did a lot at Tyler Perry Studios. I was actually at Tyler Perry Studios working with the props department right before I got with 401 Pain. Yeah.
Okay. So can we see any new movies or anything from you?
I mean, I left the industry when I got with 401. Like, I was at Tyler Perry. I stopped there on the Friday. I started with 401 Pain on the Monday. And I left the industry for like 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I stayed in the union. I stayed in the loop, but I left the industry.
So can we see you going back to the
Well, I actually went back a couple months ago. I did a 9-week movie. I was a part of the craft service department for a Snoop Dogg movie that's coming out called The Underdogs. It's coming out, I think, next year. Yeah, so I came back. I did that for 9 weeks.
Like, he not even a nigga real uncle, but that's everybody motherfucking uncle. Like, Snoop is like the GOAT for real.
Oh yeah, fact. That was a dope experience. I didn't really get to Mike Epps starring in the movie too. I didn't really
Shout
get
out to Mike Epps. That nigga is fucking
much.
hilarious. I just want to let y'all know that, like, for real. So it's like we doing the movies first, and then you said branching off to 411. Like, when I met you, you were the face for 411 Pain. And it used to be so funny because I would drive with my daughter and be like, oh, that's my friend right there on the billboard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So how?
Where would you see me at? Tell the folks where you met me at.
Oh, Jesus.
Where you met
Okay, so we met at Blue Flame.
Shout out to the Flame.
You know what I'm saying? The Flame has been the invitation to a lot of people that I met because I'm always at work. So a lot of my friends, associates, niggas, side niggas, part-time niggas that really was my nigga, you know what I'm saying? They came from the Flame. So shout out to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Shit. But, you know, I would see you on these billboards and shit, and then we would hear you on the radio and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. So how did it come about being a spokesperson for 411 Pain?
I mean, really, it was crazy because I was just trying to get on the radio. I was doing open mics all the time. I was on the sets. And at that time, Pastor Troy had the jingle on the radio.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a jingle, and I ended up running to one of my partners, and he was venting to me. He was a part of the Auburn Fest. And he was venting to me about why he had to give a 411 Pain check back. So I'm like, damn, bro, you got a relationship with 411 Pain?
It's a different situation when you got to give a check.
Yeah, he was like, man, yeah, so he venting, he mad, he hot. But, you know, in all that, I'm like, damn, bro, I'm sorry to hear that, but you got a relationship with 411 Pain, bro?
So like, the plug.
Yeah, like, if I did a jingle, you know, and would you submit it, would you give it to him? You know what I'm saying? I asked you 20% of whatever they're paying. I'm just working my movie. But I was for real, though. And he was like, yeah, I sent it to him, you know, but he not really taking it serious, you know what I'm saying? I was, though. So, like, the next day I was in the studio. I cooked it up. I sat in the studio a couple hours listening to all the jingles they had. That's when I realized they had a jingle for every genre. They had a gospel jingle, Jamaican jingle, country jingle. I'm like,
I gotta get a Jamaican one.
Yeah, I'm like, these folks got it all, you know, so because I'm trying to figure out what angle should I come at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to also be comfortable and give them something that, I ain't want to be like, you know, this me, but I had to give them something like that. I ain't want to give them the cheese. I want to give them something with some flavor so I could confidently say that was me. So I cooked up Money Rain, sent it to him. He sent it to them, and then like maybe like a month later, he like, bro, I think they rocking with it.
Right.
So then you know, the negotiations happened on it. And they probably sent the check like December 2016. and they sent over a contract for 7 states.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they finna pop off in 7 states with it.
And I was just about to say, because I don't know 411 paying for being anywhere else besides Atlanta.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's when I realized he for everyone.
Right. First of all, it wasn't just me seeing him on the billboard. When you see a fucking bus with a fucking face, with this man's face wrapped on the bus, I was like, what the fuck? I want to be on a bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that was some dope ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
like,
it's crazy because all that wasn't even a part of the plan. Like I say, all of it started from just initial. It was just supposed to be the initial sale of a jingle. But I'm still like grinding and doing these shows, and I was like, damn, you know what? I gotta, once it hit the radio, everybody loved it.
Right.
But nobody knew who it was.
Right.
Except my immediate circle. Nobody else knew who it was. So I was like, I gotta let these folks know who this is somehow.
Right.
So I started performing it. I came up with this idea. I'm like, I'm gonna do these at my open mics.
The jingle.
The jingle.
So they know
before
who it is.
Before I perform.
Right.
I'm gonna do this jingle. It ain't number 60 seconds.
Right.
So after that, they gonna be like, damn, I love that song. Let me hear what he got for real. He do music for real.
Mm-hmm.
So I
started. It was a good marketing
Yeah. But my partners weren't really feeling it. They like, damn, bro, I don't know about, like, I'm at the strip club. I remember, I'm everywhere I was doing shows. Mm-hmm. I would do the jingle. It was unorthodox, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
But I was doing it, and they caught wind of it.
Right. And then eventually they
caught wind, and they like, hold on,
right.
That's the dude that we sold it to.
Right.
And the owner came up here maybe 3 months later after he came out and wanted to meet me.
Right.
And sat down and talked to me. And then that's when the relationship began.
Well, I think that's definitely dope because I don't even know people that do jingles, and I know this may sound silly, but the only person that I know that do jingles was on Jamie Foxx. Where Jamie Foxx was, that's what his job was, you know what I'm saying, was writing jingles.
Yeah, I get people.
And then like when you told me that, I was like, that shit is real? Like I thought that shit was like for TV. Like I didn't know it was like real, you know what I'm saying? Like, but what I want to ask you is, you said that it started with the acting, and then you went into the.
Well, I wasn't acting. I was actually part of the film crew. That was like paying the bills.
Okay, and you just.
I was crafting and working in the props department.
Right.
Yeah, so I was, part of the union, the movie union, Local 479.
Right.
Yeah, I've been a part of that since like 09. My first movie was Lottery Ticket.
Oh my God, and I watched that movie.
Yeah, that was my first movie I worked on. I was like 21, yeah.
Now I gotta go watch it again, because I know that you in it. Like, I'm gonna start.
Well, I ain't in it. Like I said, I was a part of the crew.
Oh, okay. See, I just think that is dope because there's so many different angles that a person can bring when it comes to film. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the music, when did you initially start doing music?
Well, I started music when I was young. Like, I actually started off when I was like 10, 11 in church. I was doing gospel rap in the church when I was young.
All right, see, these past few months, I keep running into these gospel rappers.
Yeah, I was young.
Or whatever. I've ran into a few of them at the Atlanta Hip Hop Fashion Awards.
Okay.
Or whatever. And we actually interviewed one of them, which was S.O.B.N, and he's an actual pastor that is a gospel rapper. And I'm just like so shocked, not to say that, y'all can't love Jesus and rap, but it's just different hearing a nigga talk about Jesus.
I was young. Yeah, I was like 10, 11. I was in the choir and everything, you know what I'm saying?
So
like,
you got harmony.
I ain't gonna say I can harmonize a little, but I ain't gonna say, you know what I mean?
I don't know, you look like you could.
Nah,
you said no, not me. So when did you decide to switch over?
Shortly thereafter, probably like 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, when did you put out your first initial single?
Well, I was in a group called, with my bro Flame, Tragic and Flame.
Okay.
And I was probably we was like 14, 15 when we shot our first video. Then I started making beats. So I just always had a love for the music.
Well, that's good because a lot of people just know how to write, or some people just know how to perform. But to be able to know how to do the beats, perform it, you know what I'm saying, bring it to light, you know what I'm saying, that's a lot of shit to be touching to make something come about.
Facts.
And what I want to know is there any inspirations that you had, that made you get into the field that you're in?
What you mean, as far as the music?
Or anything, Who was your inspiration?
I mean, as far as the music, growing up, you know, I listened to Tip, UGK, you know what I'm saying? I listened to Jay-Z. Yeah. Growing up, I was inspired, but I'm an overall creative.
Okay.
That's what I realized. So, you know, I love working in the film industry. I love doing the music. I just love overall creating.
Right. Is
You know
there
what I mean?
any current music that you
Oh yeah, I actually had a project that dropped Wednesday called New Year, New Money.
First of all, Wednesday was yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it dropped
Yeah, it just came out
yesterday.
yesterday. New Year, New
My
Money.
mixtape dropped yesterday too.
Yeah, I know that. I know. Shout
Oh,
out
so
to
you
you.
just out here
Congrats.
dropping it.
Yeah,
All
shout
right,
out.
friend. Niggas say he dropped some shit. I dropped some
New
shit.
Year, New
Niggas
Money
say
on
New
all
Year, new
platforms.
shit. So is that the name of it? New
Yeah, that's the name of the project. New Year, New Money.
Okay, so what's on the project?
7 songs on there. My
Okay.
boy Jill Man on there. My boy Nuka B on there.
Okay.
Yeah, we still working.
That's what's up. Well, make sure y'all go follow the new project, New Year, New Money, because baby,
That's how I
hello,
feel.
it's
Big
New
move.
Year, New Money. Make some new moves out this motherfucker. But what I be paying attention to is, you be having me dying laughing on these skits on your Instagram.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I see so many influencers and so many people that do the TikTok skits and they dancing and shit, and then you see the people that, you know, just be doing funny skits. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, what made you get into that?
I mean, really, it's just shit. Me and my partners really just kick on the regular. We just talk
Right,
shit.
regular
Yeah, we
shit.
just be talking shit. They be like, man, it'd be funny if
Let's
somebody did
record
this. It'd be
this.
funny if
Right.
somebody did fine.
Right.
It was just like, man, let
Let's
me go and do
do
this
it.
shit.
Right.
Yeah. That's all it is. We really just showcasing our personality on the
And
regular.
then, you know, with you being an actor, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you
like,
know.
it's something that just go hand in hand.
Right. All the
But
shit.
see, I find this shit to be funny. So,
It's
have
easy.
you ever seen yourself doing the comedy?
I mean, folks be telling me all the time.
Because you
know what
funny
I'm
as
saying?
shit. Like, if y'all never watched none of his skits, like, y'all really have to go and watch his
And see, it's
skits,
funny to
like-
hear you say that because I don't even view myself as a comedian. It just be ways to
But
push
the
my
shit
music.
is funny.
If you notice, it's always my song at the end, my song in it.
It's good
I'm pushing them out.
marketing.
Yeah, I'm
I'll tell
always.
you that.
That's really
It
the
really
goal of
fucking
it.
is. But I just be like, nah, this nigga be having me weak. I be on the replay, watch again, and all of that. Like, and then he get real life at people to come and act out stuff. I be like, oh, this shit for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So what makes you come up with the concepts of things that you do the skits? Like,
It just come to me, like for real. Like I said, I'm just an overall creator, so I just really had to realize I need to just start implementing what come in my head.
right,
Cause a lot of the shit I'm doing been in my head.
right.
I'm just starting to actually do it.
So
Put it out into the world.
do you have that same mindset when it comes to your music? Because
Yeah.
I want to know what gives you the inspiration or the push to put the music that you do out.
I mean, I'm confident in my music and I'm confident in my grind. Like
Right.
you see, I just put out a Christmas project.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was
And
less,
shit
that was
so
less
nice.
than a month
I like
ago.
that shit too.
Dropped 3 videos for that, and then less than a month later, I'm putting out a New Year, New Money project. Like I got a studio at the house. You know what I'm saying? So
Maybe
I can
I
just
should
create
go
at the drop of a
start
dime.
doing
Yeah, I
shit
can just
all the
create at the
time.
drop of a dime, and I'm putting shit out. Why wait? You know?
So like when you say you got the studio at home, do that mean you be engineering your shit on the computer and all that?
Yeah. I
See, I don't
understand.
got time to be doing that because that shit looks confusing. When I look at the engineer do it when I'm in the studio, I be like, where is all of this shit up here? And then he be dragging shit up here and pulling
Yeah.
shit, then clicking over here, then a drop ball go down. I be like, oh no, this shit is.
I went to AIU
Oh, so you
for a couple
smart
of
as
years.
shit.
Yeah,
All
that's why I
right.
actually met a little bankhead. Man.
Shout
AIU
out the
bankhead.
little bankhead, for real. Your boy, catch him on V103, you know what I'm saying? And he be at all of the motherfucking clubs. Shout out to him. He be at Chit Chat Lounge. I know that be for a fact. But he's always in the motherfucking city. And you know what I do commend Bankhead for? I like the fact that he be popping up at these schools. You know what I'm saying? Bankhead always is tuned into the community. You understand? He pop up at all of the schools, even though he need to go to South Cobb High, so my daughter and her friends can experience it, because he be having these schools turned up when
Yeah,
he really be coming out for real,
He
for real.
do. Shout out to bro. I met
So,
bro like 05.
when it comes to you doing your music, and whether it's from the studio at home or going into the studio, what vibe does Windsor have to get in? Like, do you gotta take a shot? Do you gotta smoke a blunt? Do you gotta dim the lights? Like, what's your
It's
vibe to get in your mode?
Definitely weed. Some
That's
good song.
it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
You
Do
know,
it.
you know, I'm like 10 months no alcohol. I just switch it up.
Look at fucking
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
Your liver is
You know, I was in the
happy.
flame going crazy.
First of all,
you know what going on.
when he used to be in the flame, he'd be like, Don Julio.
Tequila all night.
All day, Don Julio. He'd be like, Skiddlez, you want a shot? I'd be like,
And then you
all right, I'm gonna just take a shot. Come on. And this was before I really started drinking tequila. So I used to take the shots and hold my nose because I hate the way tequila smells. It smells absolutely fucking horrible. But you know, once you take a shot and you be like, get your throat wet, you be like, all right, let me get another shot. And then next thing you know, you be like 5 shots in, and you be like, woo, and the motherfucking cup. And we all motherfucking lit out this motherfucker, for real, for real. But just weed gets you in your vibe.
I just did, you know, a dope beat. And some dope
So have you ever done like a video that was like X-rated? Like
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Now you mean like to present to the people? Like
well,
some
shit, have you
BET
done
uncut
a
shit?
regular video?
I ain't got
He said, wait, let me make sure I ask this.
Now, I mean, you know, everybody know the type of music I make. Like one of the projects I put out that was produced by DJ S.O.B.N called Can't Man the Freaking Man. That's what got my
DJ S.O.B.N.
my Instagram deleted.
And then
All that shit I was posting, making y'all laugh.
Instagram would delete you off of some shit. I don't even wanna. I'm not even gonna talk shit because I don't want y'all to delete my new shit. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up. But what I'm gonna say is shout out to DJ S.O.B.N and shout out to Mr. Jones because what y'all don't motherfucking know is that on my new mixtape that just dropped, FLAVAZ, I have a song called Another Me, which is like my pop type song, you know what I'm saying? And DJ S.O.B.N produced the beat, and you wrote the hook and the verse, and then you was like, well, I think you should do another verse, and then jump on it, and then it took me like a week and a half, and I did the second verse, I wrote by myself, and Another Me came about, and I feel like it's a different type of vibe on my mixtape, you know what I'm saying? Because all my other stuff is like, fuck these niggas and get money and fuck you and that's Big Daddy, and then I got Another Me, you know what I'm saying? And definitely thank you for giving me that song. And it was crazy because I was almost done with the mixtape, and I was like, shit, I need another song. And then he came to me with the song, I was like, so can I put this song on my mixtape? And he was like, yeah, as long as we split everything the way it's supposed to be split. Kudos to you, because I motherfucking went on that shit, and then I went in the studio, and then there we have it. Another Me is on FLAVAZ mixtape. So shout out to DJ S.O.B.N and shout out to you for giving me the opportunity to even be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, with everything that you have going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing the music, you're doing all of this stuff. But what y'all don't know is, him and his family have a really, really, really known and a really dope bakery.
Yeah. Sweet Auburn Bread Company.
Say it again.
Sweet Auburn Bread Company on Auburn Avenue.
Now, let me tell you something. I haven't been there yet because my teeth a little fucked up and I eat my way through the whole goddamn bakery. You know what I'm saying? But I remember through Thanksgiving and through the holidays, y'all was up there with them pies, the cookies, the brownies.
Man, shout out to my mama, man. You know what I'm saying? Chef Sonya, the bakery Sweet Auburn Bread Company this year, it celebrates 25 years.
Shout out to that. First of all, shout out to that because I don't even know people that still got businesses for 25 years, okay? And them be successful. And let's be serious. You know we all be greedy when we fucking smoke weed, but we know if the shit really, really good. Like, you'll eat some shit when you drunk and you high, but then when you sober, you be like, that shit was really nasty, but I ate it because I was high. But no, people really be buying they shit out. Like, I've been on the phone with you, and he be like, hold on, they want another pie. Let me go to the car and go get this, or let me go get these cookies. And I be like, damn, I need to try this. So, like, what is the biggest seller in y'all bakery?
Well, Mondu's known for the sweet potato cheesecake. That's what, back in 97, she presented it to Bill Clinton, like personally presented it to him, and he took one back on Air Force One with him. Yeah.
He had some of the pie.
Yeah, so she
because we all know Bill Clinton was getting the other piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna go back there.
We ain't got nothing to do with that.
Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? But he tasted the pie. So what was the reaction that he gave him for that pie?
Hey, he loved it. Like I said, he took one back with him on Air Force One. This was in 97.
That is
But we got pictures. She got pictures and everything.
Like, I've never met a president. You know what I'm saying? I don't really meet too many people political. You know, I think they all scammers and shit, just like really good ones. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the bakery.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so can you let the people know like what type of stuff that Mom Dukes is chefing up for the bakery?
Well, she got the cookbook.
Yeah,
Sweet Auburn Desserts. It's available on Amazon. It's available at the shop. It has over 150 recipes in it. You know what I'm saying?
So is it just all bakery for recipes?
It's really, it's like Southern desserts. She specializes in Southern desserts.
First of all, I don't even know 150 fucking desserts.
I mean, it's a lot of different pound cakes, different cookies, different cheesecake. Like, it's crazy.
I love pound cake. Like, y'all don't know, I like pound cake with Cool Whip and some strawberries. Baby, that's the best weed munchie. Y'all don't even motherfucking know. And let me tell you, I'm about to slide over there this weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Mom Duke's a hustler, man. That's who I get my hustle from.
Sweet potato cheesecake. I love cheesecake. And I like sweet potato pie. So you have to like
But sweet potato pie crazy too now. I know everybody, you know, mama or grandmama makes sweet potato pie.
Let me just tell you something. I moved to Atlanta 187 pounds, and I'm like 220 now. I went up to 246. Atlanta will get you caught up when it comes to this food. For real, for real. Like, everything is food and drinks. You got a business meeting, food and drinks. You know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers, between the baked mac and cheese and the salmon bites and the collard greens and the ham hocks and turkey necks and all. Let me tell you something. Yeah, you're not gonna be skinny living out this motherfucker, I promise you.
You gotta work out, you gotta hit that gym.
Yeah, I don't know about that either, because between eating, the bitch be tired. And then I smoke weed. So I don't be having no energy to be going to no motherfucking gym. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you put a fine ass nigga in the gym and then call me and be like, this nigga at the gym, I'm gonna go put one of my cute gym workout outfits, because I do got workout outfits. I just don't wear them because I don't go work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to LA Fitness for their pool. I don't know about y'all. I like water. Fuck the working out shit. I take my wig off and I'm moving in the water. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm definitely probably gonna have to work out at LA Fitness now, y'all, because I'm definitely about to hit up the, what is the bakery again?
Sweet Auburn Bread Company.
Sweet Auburn
And Sweet Auburn Bread Co. on
First of all,
Instagram.
when you say bread company, like, do y'all got like banana bread, pumpkin bread?
Yeah, like she do banana nut bread, banana blueberry bread, like all type of homemade stuff like
This is
that.
why my thighs rub together now, y'all. Like, y'all.
That's why I gotta stay in the gym, because you know.
Whew, and then you
I'm
got
all
it
around.
firsthand. So like,
I'm around it all the time.
you
And I
been
smoke
here
weed.
since mama was young cooking this. So like, did you ever sneak in the pie, or like, what is your favorite dessert from mama?
It fluctuates. Like I'll eat the sweet potato cheesecake, then I might go crazy over the cream cheese brownie. Yeah, then you know.
Cream cheese brownie. When the fuck?
Then I
have
might go
y'all
crazy
seen
over that
cheese
chocolate chip
brownie?
cookie.
Yeah,
We got some cookies called the big ass cookies. They like this big. We call them the big ass cookies. They like
Now
this
let
big.
me ask y'all a question. Do y'all do any 420 stuff?
Nah, she ain't really touching to that, but
She
I'm
said,
thinking
no, we
about
not doing
I'm thinking
that.
about doing some stuff on the
You
side.
want branch off the
Yeah, I'm
door.
thinking about doing some stuff on
Yeah,
the side.
because imagine
She ain't
that,
gonna
some
touch it, but
420 fucking sweet
Yeah.
potato cheesecake.
Yeah.
Baby.
Right. It's a demographic for it. I might touch it too.
Baby, I'm definitely fucking with it. Well, is there anything else that you're working on currently outside of the music, or anything else that you would like to let the people know about?
Yeah, the main major thing outside of putting music is the book I'm about to put out. And I got a book titled Think Out the Box to Get the Bag, that I'm basically telling the story of how, since everybody, just like you started out asking me about the 4-1 pain, how did I make that happen, how did that come about? I'm writing a story telling.
So you basically giving us the blueprint on how we can make shit
You can
happen.
call it that, but I'm basically just telling you my story, which
But
it
your
really is
story
the
could work
blueprint
for
though.
somebody else.
I mean, it is, because like what I did to the jingle game, it really, it changed it for real.
Right.
And it opened up a whole nother lane. Like I always shout out, like me and shout out to Troy, we always conversate. Because people like to say I started it, but I tell them, nah, he started it. I just took it to another
You
level.
took it right.
Yeah. Like you're
So
supposed
what's
to.
the name of the book again?
Think out the box. Think out the box to get the bag. Because that's basically what I did with 4-1 pain. Like I tell everybody, like, now you know, think out the box.
Right.
You never know. You know what I'm saying? Do some different shit. Like, don't be scared.
So when can we see this book?
I'm hoping to come out. I'm hoping to be out probably like by second quarter.
Okay, and where are you looking at to distribute?
That's part of what I'm exploring now.
Okay.
Like, if I want to take the Amazon route, if I want to start my own website for it and just do it independently, you know.
Now let me ask you a question. With you having experience in film, have you thought about turning your book into film?
Absolutely.
So no, talk to me about
it. No, absolutely. Like, we haven't put that in motion, but absolutely, I want to do that. Like,
I think I think everybody, especially with me growing up, I just want to tell you, I don't know how y'all was or what age y'all is, but when I was in school, we had to read this stupid book called Anne Frank. You know what I'm saying? For those that know what history was the fuck about. And I cheated because the book was like this big and I wasn't fucking reading that shit. So I snuck and watched the movie. And the movie broke it down for me, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like I achieved so much by watching this movie because Lord knows I wasn't watching that book. But it gave me the insight that I needed. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of motherfuckers nowadays are not readers. Some can read and some choose not to read. So between that, a lot of people are visual. That's why social media is the way it is. You see, you'll post up a flyer and niggas still be like, what's the address? Are you fucking stupid? It's on the goddamn flyer. But you know, people don't read captions. They don't do all of that. They look at the pretty pictures. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I definitely look forward to seeing the book being turned into a movie.
I think
especially if you do a back-to-back, like a sequel type of vibe.
Doing the soundtrack and the ebook for it as well. Yeah, we're gonna do
See, this is some smart shit. And you know, if you need somebody on the soundtrack in the background, you know, I switch some shit up, make sure. Keep me in mind for everything. For real. But before we get out of here, I'm gonna ask you one question.
Okay.
What is BSGO stand for?
Boss shit going on.
Yeah. So is that like a crew or is that just you?
I mean, I do have a team that we all have, you know, on Instagram. We at _BSGO. But overall, it's just a lifestyle. Like what you got going on right now is boss shit going on. You know? So yeah, it's just an overall lifestyle, and we just promote, you know, entrepreneurship, promote being you. Promote, you know what I'm saying?
I think that is fucking amazing.
Promote confidence.
You know what I'm saying? You know? Like, definitely, for real. And you gotta have confidence, especially with dealing with anything that's gonna be in this industry. You gotta have some tough skin. But I would like you to let everybody know your social media, where they can find you at, and whatever project that you got coming up, where they can find those at.
All right, for sure. Big Jones, you can find me at Windsor Jones, WINDSOR Jones _BSGO. I also got a marketing company, Windsor Marketing Media Group. You know, if anybody got any business that they need jingles, I do jingles for, you know, other companies too. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? So I've done them for a lot of different companies as well. I'm still on the radio in like 15 states for 401 Pain.
Okay.
I did 8 jingles for them and up to like 200 commercials. That's what people don't know. Like I got like 20 commercials in St. Louis. You know, the ones where it's like, hey, you driver. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Right.
Yeah, I'm on Pandora all day, every day. So
that's dope.
Millions of people know the voice, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just trying to get the face.
Matching it, so they know who it is.
Yeah,
right.
straight up.
Well, definitely kudos to you. Like, and shout out to you for doing bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And definitely, I want you to stick around because I got tea time and I got one more guest, and then we gonna hit tea time before I go hit the motherfucking strip club, because you know, Skiddlez love the bitches and I gotta come the fuck outside. But definitely, thank you. It was the put back on the shades for me. He said, back to player mode. Nah, but definitely thank you for coming up here and
New Year, new money. Y'all go get that New Year, new money. That came out yesterday. Go get your project.
Right, FLAVAZ is out right now. Another Me. Shout out to DJ Space. Shout out to Windsor Jones. And you know the video gonna be so fab because I swear I'm about to be a mermaid in this video. I don't give a fuck what y'all
You've been
talking
talking
about.
about that since day one. I hope you be a
Soon
mermaid.
as I heard this song, I was like, mermaid. I'm about to be a mermaid. Like, so yeah, make sure y'all follow everything that he got going on. And shout out to you and thank you for coming to PILLOWTALK for Skiddlez. But do not go too far, okay? All right, thank you. Yes, thank you for the clap, right? But I would like to shout out the last of my sponsors before I bring up my next guest. Shout out to the Universal Hip Hop Museum. For y'all that don't know, the Universal Hip Hop Museum is celebrating the 50 years of hip hop. They are building an actual museum in the Bronx. Shout out to the Bronx. You know, big Bronx, we making motherfucking moves. They always come and support me for everything that I have going on. You know, and definitely I would like to thank everybody who reposts my stuff. Shout out to the HHWA, like I said, the 730 Dip Divas, you know what I'm saying, and all of them. But without further ado, I would like to bring my last guest, my friend, and all of that good stuff. And you know, I call him Nando, but you know, on the gram, it's mixed by Nando, and I'm gonna tell you why it's mixed by motherfucking Nando. For real, for real. Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for being patient. You know what I'm saying, right?
I'm not gonna hold you up all night.
Right. Nah, you good. But before we get into it, can you please let the people know where you from?
Where I'm from? Well, I grew up in Germany about the first 8 years of my life.
Like the country?
Yeah, the country. And
What
then
part?
a spot called Baumholder. I was young, and then I got we came to South Georgia, down by Savannah. So South Georgia, Germany, family originally from Alabama. So
Oh,
pretty much
so you
from
got a little mixture. And shout out to Germany because I got family from out there, you know, in Starnberg and in Munich and Berlin and all of those great places. You know, I will be back home this spring break, okay? But definitely, that's a drastic change.
I know, right?
Coming from Germany
Right.
to fucking Savannah, Georgia.
Right.
So
It was.
how did that happen?
I mean, it was all.
Was you a military baby?
Yeah, my dad was
Okay,
military.
because that's why every time I tell people, oh, I got family that's German, they be like, you was from the military. No, I wasn't. But how was it being a military baby?
Well, I mean,
Right, that's what they say.
Yeah.
Right.
It was tough, but I mean, I grew up in Germany. It was wild because we grew up breakdancing, and you know, in Germany it was a little different than here in what we call the States at the time. So
Right.
we grew up with a lot of that breakdancing in the early '80s. So, you know, coming back to South Georgia from that
Right.
to, you know, South Georgia. If you ever been to South Georgia, it's just a whole bunch of sticks and trees. You know?
Yeah, I haven't. The only time I go through South Georgia is when I'm driving to Florida, and it makes me realize how fucking big Georgia is, because from Atlanta to Georgia to Florida state line is like 3.5 hours. And I swear to God, from Atlanta to South Carolina state line is like 2 hours, I feel like. So you mean to tell me this whole motherfucking state is like 5.5 hours? You know what I'm
Georgia
saying?
big. I mean, most people, if you're not raised in Georgia, you just think about Atlanta. But,
Yeah, because I don't think about anything else when I think
Yeah,
about
but I mean, it's a lot of Georgia.
Now, I think about Savannah because everybody knows that Savannah is like ghost town. And I'm really intrigued by stuff like that. So that I'm definitely aware about. And I'm so excited to go to Savannah.
Yeah,
like,
Georgia. Yeah, Savannah is
so,
nice.
So you've been out there. So is it like really haunted?
Nah, I mean, I grew up in Savannah. So it's different. You know, it's a swamp area. I wouldn't call it haunted, but you know, it's a lot going on down there in Savannah.
So, okay,
Yeah.
I know. So it's a lot of stuff. It just may not be haunted.
Hey.
Okay.
I don't
They
know
got
about
snakes
that.
and shit out there because you
Absolutely.
say,
Snakes, alligators, everything.
yeah, see, y'all say swamps and shit, and I be thinking like, oh no, I'm gonna stay on land, like, but the snakes come on land and so do the alligators, right?
I mean, it's country. It's you know, it's in the country. So there's a lot of that going on.
So y'all play with snakes and shit?
Nah, I don't mess with snakes.
You're not a snake
Nah,
person. What about a crocodile?
Nah,
Alligator?
no, it ain't that country now.
Okay.
No, we
No,
ain't
I'm just
we ain't jumping
saying,
in the
like,
river.
I remember one time I went to some restaurant and they had a snake rolled up, cooked, and they was serving it to people. And I felt some type of way, and I felt confused at the same time because I'm like, why are we about to eat this shit?
Nah,
like,
I mean,
what the fuck does snake taste like that make you feel like you want to eat that shit? Like froglegs, they be like, ooh, it tastes like chicken. What the fuck do a snake taste like?
Nah, it ain't that country. We ain't, well, some people like it.
And squirrels and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
who the fuck? Like, I don't know. I'm not doing that. I eat chicken. I eat seafood, beef.
I don't eat none of that.
What the fuck you eat?
Nah, I don't eat none of that. I'm vegan.
Oh, you one of them
Yeah,
vegan
I'm
motherfuckers.
one of them.
When the fuck you started doing
Yeah,
that?
it's been about 6 years strong.
So let me explain to me because I'm ignorant as shit. What the fuck do y'all eat?
I mean, A lot. What you mean?
So is it like y'all eat rice and shit?
Of course. What
So
you
y'all
mean?
eat sides but no meat.
Nah, okay, well, we eat a lot of beans. I mean, I don't know what everybody else eats. I
Okay.
eat a lot of beans, salad, I mean, shit, noodles.
I love noodles.
Yeah,
So you talking
we
about
eat
like the
everything.
cup of noodles? Or
Yeah,
like
we eat, you know, vegetables,
Okay.
fruit, you know.
All right, I guess. I
A whole
just
bunch
be
of
missing
food
a
out
lot
there.
of shit out
Yeah,
there.
I mean,
like-
that's for a whole nother, you know, we can take time to explain the
Right,
menu.
talking
Yeah,
about that. Well, for those that don't know, he is all up and through the music industry. And what I would like to start from the beginning and let y'all motherfuckers know, before Pillow Talk with Skiddles became a show on Black Ink Radio, this was the first person who sat down with me and we created Pillow Talk with Skiddles.
Right.
For those that don't know, you can actually go on the YouTube and you can see that, where was it, 2019, I think it was?
Yeah, probably about the end of 2018,
18, 19. We used to say, I used to go chill with him at the studio and he'd be like, yo, the way you talk, you gotta do something. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And I used to be like, who the fuck gonna listen to me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
And
mean, everybody.
now look at it. It's
Yeah.
become a bigger situation and we literally started in the studio.
Right.
We had the little chase chairs
Right.
and the little buckets with the drinks and stuff in between. And it was like real cozy, lights dim. You felt like it was really pillow talking.
Right.
And I think we did like 4 or 5 episodes and they got like 400 views and better. And I was just like blown away. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And we took a pause for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And then I got the opportunity through Black Ink, and then here I am at VS1 ATL.
Right.
So just to watch Pillow Talk with Skiddles come from something that was so small, that came from us
Well, I mean,
by ourselves.
Well, I mean, it was my, you know, I would say we expounded on the idea. I heard something in your voice, you know what I mean? I mean, you could talk to the people and
Right.
create a show around it, and I mean, you know, look at it.
Right.
Definitely.
And then too, for those that don't know, my song Loaded Up. For those that don't know, before I did the Freak Nasty single that dropped earlier this year. Shout out to my boy Ocho for even giving me the song and putting me on the track.
Right.
But before that even came about, in 2019, I released a track called Loaded Up. Loaded Up was about me selling drugs and my past life. But I had some shit to talk about, you know what I'm saying? So we got in the studio and you made the beat while we was in the studio. We smoked like 2-3 blunts.
Right.
And then I went in the booth and
Bang it out.
that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was like extremely dope. And it gave me the gist to hear myself. You know what I'm saying? And then now, to see me dropping a mixtape now,
Kill it.
it's just like,
That's
oh,
supposed-
fresh, shout
that's
out
what
to
you-
you.
well, I mean, that's
because
what
let me
you're
tell
supposed
you,
to do.
I feel like if it wasn't for you putting that battery in my bag, you know what I'm saying?
Thank
I
you.
don't know where I would be with the music because I would have never even thought about it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
from Loaded Up all the way to FLAVAZ, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you even doing the Pillow Talk with Skiddles and the brainstorming that we did
Yeah,
when we
it was
came
dope.
to everything. Like, it was just super dope. And then now to see all of this
What, you in
stuff.
your 5th season now?
Yes.
Wow, that's dope.
I'm in my 5th season. This season is about to end soon, and then we'll be in the 6th season. We've been filming since last year, September 10th. Not 2022. We started in 2021, and it's been going extremely good. And I appreciate everybody that I've had on the platform to allow me to talk my shit and get y'all to talk shit with me.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? But let's get tapped into you. You know what I'm saying? When I met you, you were already musically inclined. Do you understand what I'm saying? You was already booked in sessions. You was working with the street execs people.
Right.
You were doing the marketing. Like, this man is a one-stop shop, which y'all don't understand. You understand what I'm saying? So let's talk about the fact of how long have you been in the music industry?
Well, I came to Atlanta in 1997. I went to Clark Atlanta University. Shout out to CAU.
Okay.
I went to.
So that means he's smart and shit. you
Yeah, a
know?
little bit. Nah, but I went to CAU with DJ Drama, DJ Sense. I was in the Yeah.
Shout out to DJ motherfucking Drama because he came to the Flame one day.
Right.
And DJ Greg Street, shout out to Greg Street, was at the fucking club. And he over the mic like, Drama, I got one for you. She right here, her name is Skiddlez. I'm like,
Right.
what the fuck did I do? Like, and the next thing you know, DJ Drama was behind me in the DJ booth. And he like, give me your phone. And you know, I'm not thinking that the nigga want my number. You know what I'm saying? So I'm polite, here, this my Instagram. He like, nah, take my number. You know what I'm saying? And I've been sending him and texting him like all of my stuff. And he's been really, really dope.
Well, I
So shout out
mean,
to
he
him.
always been like that personable. That's the whole vibe of the AUC, you know, is get things done, help people out. I remember when he first started his mixtape series back, you know, back when he was going to college and,
Right.
you know, watching it from the start, you know, and watching it grow into what it's grown into, you know, he's been the #1 DJ pretty much in hip hop history, pretty much, you know, from that perspective.
Right.
You know, is crazy, but I mean, I work with a lot of people in, you know, in Atlanta from DJ MLK. I did numerous his mixtapes. You know, we got started working on his brand. I worked with CTE, Def Jam, Street Execs. I mean, I done worked with a lot of people. I worked with Tupac and the Outlaws. That's pretty much, you know, the family I've worked with. As far as like in my studio, I mean, I've been doing it for a while. Yeah,
Right.
I've been doing it. I mean, in and out with the marketing and the music.
I was gonna say
Since
because when it
99.
comes to the music industry, you play different roles.
Yeah.
So would you like to let the people know like what roles you've played? Whether it be if you've done music, if you've been a producer, an engineer, a marketing person, like.
Well, I didn't go to school for audio engineering. I went to school for business. But, you know, me being an audio engineer, recording engineer, I started out as a recording engineer. You know, once I started working with bigger names, bigger artists, started getting my sound right as the radio and people started requesting different sounds, you know, I started becoming a mix engineer, you know, but I mean, I definitely started as a recording engineer. Well, I won't say it was a recording engineer. I started out as a studio manager and, you know, putting flyers up on different street, you know, posts and stuff like that, street teams, yeah. So I've done everything that you can do in the music industry,
Right.
You know, to learn branding. So when I opened up my own branding company, you know, when I meet a talent like you know, I know what to do with them, you know,
Right.
you know how to help, you know how to assist. What I call utilize instead of using them.
Right.
That's my, you know, that's big with me. I'm always, you know, in the industry, you know, open to be utilized, not, you know, I ain't open to be used, and that's a big thing to me. You know?
Right.
So, you know, that's me. I've been doing music for a while. I try to stay away from people who use you in the music business.
The
So,
fuck shit.
right. So, you know, from that angle, I stay away from a lot of the bullshit. But I've been in Atlanta a long time. You might, you know my face or see me around. Some people know me from, you know, being called Curious. But I mean, like you say, you know me as Nando.
Right.
That kind of started when I started working at Street Execs. You know, sometimes you take a pause in the music industry, and then you come back in, and that was between one of my pauses. I came back and started working, you know, doing some more recording engineering, and started working there, and they, you know, picked up my real name, which is Fernando.
Right.
But a lot of people
I
might know
wasn't
me as
gonna put
Curious.
that out there.
Yeah,
I wasn't
I
gonna
mean,
put that out there.
You know, rest in peace to DJ Nando, you know,
Right.
to one of the official, you know, DJs in the city.
Right.
We carry the same name, but, you know, he was rocking with it for so long. I rocked with, you know, my stage name, which was Curious at the time.
Right.
But my name is Nando. You know, I go by Mix by Nando.
So when it comes to the marketing, I've known that you've done so many brandings and so many things when it comes to marketing. Even when we first started talking about the loaded up stuff, he was like, yo, we can have book bags, coffee mugs, labels, this
Right.
time this. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't think about all of these things with my brand or with my logo. You know, we from the hood, nigga, put it on the t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck we do. We put everything on the motherfucking t-shirt. But like, can you talk to the people about your marketing company and what type of products that you guys provide?
Well, as far as artists, I run a company called We Brand Artists. I put on shows, you know, in South by Southwest and different places like that. But, you know, going to different, you know, live events, I've noticed that most of the time, an artist, you win when you have product, you got merch, you know, you got something that can brand yourself, you got your, you know, your banner behind you, you know, different things like that. So, you know, that's just another outlet to help artists and brands build themselves, you know, through merch, through marketing. You know, so I have a company called We Brand Artists, which is, you know, I offer consultations and I offer, you know, situations where people can come sit with me and get their brand built if they want to have a, you know, a clothing line or, you know, they want to run a promotional product. I offer those services, definitely.
Right. So how has it been, like, when it comes to the branding company? Like, have people really been, you know, with COVID, a lot of people fell back with a lot of things, especially making purchases, unless you got a PPP loan or that unemployment money that was coming through this.
A lot of people got that.
Shit, I know, I was one of them. Boom! So, let me tell you, how was it when it came to the marketing? Like, how did business go for you during COVID?
Well, business changed, I mean, for everybody.
Right.
Business, you know, took a instant
Turn.
Yeah,
Right.
because I was actually putting on a show. I was about to do the South by Southwest showcase, had my venue booked.
Yeah, and then COVID hit around January.
COVID hit, and you know everything stopped, and you know there was no South by Southwest. So gearing up for that, you know, I mean, I was around to feel that instant, you know, instant hit of, you know, wow, this is about to be crazy.
This is real.
Yeah, this is real, and people gonna lose money.
And it was crazy because once I seen the strip clubs close, I was like, oh shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't hustle no more? Like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
But what I will say is Atlanta is different. Because I think while the rest of the United States was on lockdown, we weren't. That's why everybody came here during COVID. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't know if Atlanta is just immune to COVID. But I just think that maybe us Atlanta ATLians, that's what they call us, that we're immune.
But like your last guest said, we eating good. They eating good.
Yeah. Do you know how much weight motherfuckers gain? You know how many COVID babies were created during fucking COVID? Like, let's be serious. And I feel like these COVID babies came out smart. Like, these niggas came out holding their head and talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, these new kids is different, for real, for real.
Yeah,
but as a business, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you sell when it comes to items? Like, what do you sell the most of?
Well, the first thing I recommend is, you know, t-shirts.
Like I told you, you can't go wrong with a t-shirt.
Can't go wrong with a t-shirt because people wear them all the time. You know, they're going to reuse them, they're going to wash them, they're going to reuse them, they're going to wash them. So, you know, the best thing you can start with is some t-shirts. And then, you know, you get something that's, you know, not that expensive, you know, a keychain, you know, a lanyard, something that somebody's going to, you know, attach themselves to that they pick up every day that you don't realize they're picking up, but you put down and somebody else see it.
It's on your keys.
Right.
Like, you got to think about lighters, keychains, coffee mugs, t-shirts, you know what I'm saying? Shit that everybody uses day to day.
Right.
Have you ever, like, what has been your biggest order?
Well, shout out to, I won't say biggest order, but the most unique order is a guy named Glenn Thomas. He was an engineer over at Patchwork, but now he's an artist.
Okay.
International GT. He's from Las Vegas, and he ordered some poker chips. We ordered the shirts, you know, and all this different stuff. He ordered some poker chips to give out with his album release, which he still got printed in the digital age. And he
We
was
got
able
to take note of that, y'all.
Right.
Whoever is a part of this team that we got going on, y'all know I love Vegas. So we have to do a Vegas party with PILLOWTALK Skiddlez chips. Just want to throw that out there. Just want to let you know, because you know when I say shit, I be serious. So Vegas theme party coming soon with PILLOWTALK with Skiddlez chips. Just want to let you know. So thank you for putting that out there. Go ahead.
Because branding is theme oriented.
Right.
You know, when you're trying to brand, you're trying to market yourself or build it. You just can't go generic. You know, you really got to figure out, you know, what's gonna work for me, what's my niche. You know, and then you tie into it without overspending, you know, but spending the money in the right place.
So when it comes to the music, is there anything in the music industry that you're currently working on that you want to tell the people about?
Probably not no music. I mean, I haven't worked on no music in a minute.
Well, we need to.
Yeah, I know.
Because I recall that I had a conversation with you a few weeks ago, and I told you I'm going to get on my Spanish shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what y'all don't know is I'm not Spanish. Let me just let you fucking know that ahead of time. But shout out to all my Boricuas, my Dominicanos, and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a bitch from the Bronx. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? But I want to do a track in Spanish. You understand what I'm saying? And no, I don't speak Spanish, so I'm about to Rosetta Stone my whole fucking verse in the hook in Spanish. And I'm gonna learn that shit. But I need you
I got something for you
to do this beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a Bad Bunny, Suavemente, like, turn up, you know what I'm saying, but still talk my shit
Nah,
at the same
I definitely
time.
got some for you.
Yeah, so I can't wait
Yeah, I'm
to
anxious
hear
for
that. So basically, what he's working on when it comes to music is figuring out my Spanish beat so we can get this suavemente vibe going on with me. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, and
yeah.
I'm always open. You know, it's just I'm particular about what I work with, who I
Right.
work with. But I'm always open with, you know, for creating hits.
So when it comes to the marketing, is there any new things you got coming up with marketing?
Well, I mean, you know, I try to stick with the same thing. We brand artists, you know, rebrand my biz, which you can catch on IG. I started working with a new media company. You know, it's a big media company working on podcasts, working with some big time, you know, clients and artists. So
Okay.
that's coming. You know, that's new on the agenda. But yeah, working with you. You know, I'm always working with the next
And
person.
y'all always
Right.
know that I'm working on some shit, so y'all already know. But what I want to tell y'all that y'all don't know about my friend, he's a whole carpenter. Like, this man can build ottomans, not ottomans, well, that too, but what's the thing outside that you did? The little cabana looking shit.
Pergolas.
Yeah, I don't fucking know that word. I just know the thing that people get married under type shit. That's
Right.
what I be saying. What is called
A
again?
pergola.
Pergola?
Yeah.
That sounds like a fish, but all right. Cool. So he's like amazing when it comes to
Thank
this
you.
carpentry. Like, is there anything that is like extravagant that you built?
Well, I mean, I worked on this hotel downtown on 12th Street, right, in Midtown. It's a dope hotel, you know, 3 levels. But I did the wall design, and you know, they
What's
got
the name of the hotel?
hotel 12th Street, I believe.
Okay, shit. I hope y'all got some good rooms. I may come slide up through there.
No, they do. They actually Airbnb. It's like a townhouse slash hotel. It's got like maybe like 15, 16 rooms in it. But I did all the design in there. You know, check that out.
That's dope.
Thank you.
That's really dope. And then, you know, for those that don't know, I like interior decorating. So it's like with having a person that's like a carpenter, and
Right.
I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, we got to get to
I
that
got some
breakfast nook
shit.
that you. Yeah, we got to get on that.
I've been dying for like, you know, the breakfast nook that be in like your grandmother's house, and you put like the cushions on it, and it's like really cute, and everybody sits there and eat breakfast together and shit. I want one of those
Yeah, I
so
can do
bad, like for real. So when I move to my new house,
We'll work that out.
you're gonna have to get to that, bro. Is there anything else that we do not, or I do not know about you that you want to share with the people? And then, which I don't know, is he's a really good coach. He coaches. You coach basketball, right?
Yeah, we can add that in the
Talk
definitely.
about it, because
Yeah.
that's something that you talk about.
Yeah, shout out to my AAU team, the Thundercats, these
All right.
15 you know, high school students.
Thundercats. Wasn't that like a show?
Yeah, it was a cartoon show.
All right. Okay. I
I'm
know I
old
was
school.
bugging. Okay.
But yeah, we a youth basketball team. We're gonna be playing a lot of AAU tournaments this summer. Look for them boys. They definitely balling. And that's what I enjoy doing. You know, that's what I got going on.
Right.
Yeah,
And
not
that's
too much.
good because I feel like basketball coaches and stuff like that helps the youth. A lot of these kids don't be having shit to do, don't be having shit going on. Some kids got parents that give a fuck and some that don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the saying, it takes a village to raise a child. That's what the fuck it says.
Right.
That's what it is. Yeah, you definitely the part of that village.
Well, that's, you know, that's something that y'all might not know about me. I mean, basketball kept me out the streets
Right.
a little
You
bit.
said a smidget.
Yeah, but I
A
mean,
smidget.
those that know South Georgia, you know what I mean? Those that know in Alabama, they know, you know. They're familiar,
Right.
definitely familiar.
Well, shout out to you, you know what I'm saying? Because those are the people that look out for your kids. These are
Right.
the people that give a fuck about your kids, that push your kids to be better athletes and better individuals. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you.
Appreciate it.
And I appreciate you for giving back. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
got you.
So definitely, what I want you to do is let the people know your social media, you know what I'm saying, and the marketing business
Right.
and everything that you have, and then we're gonna slide down for this tea time because I'm ready to talk my shit.
You can check me at Mixed by Nando, MIXB, BY Nando, at We Brand Artist, and at Rebrand My Biz. That's REBRAND MYBIZ. So all three on IG, Mixed by Nando, We Brand Artist, and Rebrand My Biz.
Right.
Right.
Well, all I keep hearing is brand.
Right.
And you know what else I hear? We. You understand what I'm saying? This ain't an I situation. This is a person who is here for we. You understand? To be able to help other people brand their businesses, get their shit together, and become better individuals, better artists, better basketball players, and just a better person overall. So definitely shout out to you and being something like a mentor to people.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's from the basketball, whether it's from the marketing, whether it's from the music industry, when you've done the work, it speaks for itself.
I appreciate
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So definitely shout out to you for giving everybody a platform to be able to do that on. And please make sure you go follow my guy for the motherfucking businesses, the branding, the artists, the everything. But what I'm gonna need right now is for the people, Champ, Mr. Jones, I'm gonna need y'all to come back up here for this tea time, and then we can get up out of here, okay? So yeah. Definitely, once again, shout out to all my sponsors. Shout out to the OUFIT over here. Shout out to the B12. Shout out to the taking care of your inside, taking care of your life, and it being a whole. For today, for tea time, and I know everybody has dealt with this situation, but it's a lot of y'all motherfuckers, and who told y'all to all wear black? Look at us looking like the Omen. Everybody got black tops, black bottoms. Look at y'all motherfuckers gotta see this. And I didn't even tell y'all what I was wearing. Like, that's crazy. We are all in sequence today, for real, for real. But I'm gonna go last. We're gonna start with you, Champ, and then work our way down the line, okay? So, my question today for tea time, first of all, before we even get into that, shout out to my mama being in the building. My mama done flew. Look at y'all clapping at them. I'll fuck with y'all. But no, shout out to my mama. My mama came down here, you know, from New York, and she came and pulled up on me today. So it's definitely dope for my mom to really see me in action. And everybody was like, oh my God, you gonna wear that in front of your mother? My mama know me, okay, please? She was like, yes, on the outfit, okay? So definitely shout out to my mama, I love you. See, me talking shit ain't doubt to be something, okay? But definitely today for tea time, my question is, have you ever tolerated bullshit from the opposite sex? And was it for sex, money, or emotions? And how did the situation come out? So I'm gonna slide this, pass that down. Right. So Champ, I'm gonna need you to tell me. And the question again is, have you ever tolerated bullshit from the opposite sex? And was it for sex, money, or emotions? And how did it work out?
Well, yes, first and foremost, of course.
Right.
I think we constantly do that on a daily basis.
Right, we all put up some bullshit.
Real talk. And it could be for really, of course, when it comes to your significant other, it's sex. Because women, in my opinion, they definitely will use sex as a weapon when necessary.
Right.
They ain't finna, they pull it.
So what was the bullshit that you tolerated?
Shit.
He got a list. Let me go through the whole list, because he's
You know what I'm saying?
playing with you.
I mean, lying, and disloyalty. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really tolerate disloyalty, but the lying is something that it seems like certain people just, no matter how hard they try, they can't tell the truth. And you be like, yo, sometimes it don't even make no sense to lie.
Right, but you tolerated it.
Yeah, because you might be in a relationship or you might be in some, but it's certain things I don't tolerate. So, but in reference to that, you know, it'd be like dumb lies. Like, yo, just lies. Sometimes I ask questions I already know the answer to.
Right, just to see if
Yeah.
you don't lie about it.
And they look you in the face and lie, and you be like,
You know
you know what I'm
So
saying?
how did this situation work out?
Well, situation worked out because, you know, I ignored it and I get, you know, what I want at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
So basically you tolerated it.
yeah, you know, you
Because
tolerate
you
it.
know that the motherfucker was lying.
Yeah.
But because you knew what it was, it made the situation better.
It's all about
But you
picking your
still laid
battles.
that pipe, though.
Exactly. Oh,
Okay.
definitely, because,
So are you still with this person?
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
You know, I'm with this person, you know what I'm saying?
So do she know that she lying?
Yeah, because I tell her.
Okay.
You know
But
what I'm
it's
saying?
good for you guys to tell. And
I mean, you know, I keep it 100. I don't talk behind nobody back, so how I feel is how I feel. But not saying she a lie all the time, but it's like just mind the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and you know how it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna keep it 100. That's my main thing. My main thing is keep it 1,000 and loyalty, honor, respect. You know what I'm saying? So reciprocity, give what you expect. And sometimes you'll be like, it'll be little stuff like, let's say, as a man, you handling your business, you doing what you're supposed to do, and you might want to get with her, and they'll make up a lie just so they ain't got to do their part, and that's not fair. But you got to deal with it because you still got to be a man. And in a man, the most dangerous place for you to be is in your emotions, so you can't get in your feelings, and you got to just keep it moving. But that's bullshit you deal with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely true. What about you now? Slide that down. What bullshit you done tolerated from a bitch?
Most definitely sex. He said, she said stuff.
So, was you caught up in a he say, she say situation and you tolerated it?
Definitely. Because in the position that, you know what I'm saying, I'm in a lot of times, a lot of people want to speak on either what I'm doing or what they see or stuff that they just fabricate. And the crazy thing was, I was thinking it was the people that was telling her this stuff, but come to find out, because she ended up saying something to a dude I personally knew. And I knew what I had talked to him about before. He read back to me, he said back to me verbatim what I told him. Heard what she told me was something completely different. And at that point in time, I give everybody the 3-strike rule, especially with women. I give them 3-strike rule. Yeah, nah, I do the 3. So on that third one, it was like, okay, it's about like the 3rd time you almost had to crash out over a dude.
Right. And see, what bitches gotta understand nowadays is that a lot of y'all hoes is toxic. A lot of bitches be putting niggas in situations that is uncalled for. You understand what I'm saying? If you wanna be fucking a bunch of niggas, be single bitch and be fucking a bunch of niggas. Don't have these niggas thinking that they your nigga. And you got one nigga pulling up on one day, but then your Tuesday nigga pulled up on Thursday, while the Thursday nigga was there. And then we all see how that shit go out. And not for nothing, niggas is killing bitches nowadays. But then too, bitches is clapping niggas. So it's like, y'all niggas gotta know how not to play with a nigga emotions. And that's just my take on that, okay? Personally.
That's a fact.
But, alright, Mr. Jones, I might call you Mr. Jones. It just sound, you know, like the song, Mr.
Like the song, yeah.
Right, my bad.
I mean, on some nigga shit, I done put up with bullshit because their head was crazy. Like, well, the nigga like that head crazy. Sometimes you just put up with some extra bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side, on some real shit, I done put up with some bullshit because the benefits outweigh the bullshit. Whatever it may have been, whether it may have been my situation, I was down and Shaw would help me out right then, or whether it been pushing my music. Shaw was in these streets and was helping believe in my music, so you know she might have came with some
So she was
bullshit.
still toxic but supportive.
I guess you could put it like toxic but
Ain't
supportive.
nothing wrong with being a
I guess
toxic
you could put it like-
supportive ass bitch.
I wouldn't have worded it like that, but since you put it like that, yeah, I guess
That's
you know,
what
I guess
toxic, supportive ass
that's what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with being toxic to no nigga. It's
Toxic
just the
but
level
supportive.
of
We need to put that on
toxic
the
that
shirt.
you gonna be.
put that on.
Toxic but supportive. Like you can't be mad at a motherfucker that supports you. You just know that nigga toxic.
Real support and genuine support is real, for real. Like real, genuine support. Motherfucker that believe in you, like.
And then you know what? When people, y'all, a lot of niggas do dumb shit because of coochie. But a lot of bitches do dumb shit for dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, just because you toxic to a motherfucker don't mean you don't give a fuck about a motherfucker. It don't mean that you don't wish a nigga well. You just know that you toxic. That's it. And then, but you know what? Let me just say that. Y'all always quick to call a bitch crazy. Let me tell you something. Don't give a bitch good dick. Don't look her in the eye. Don't tell her that you fake love her. Don't sit there and do all of that relationship nigga shit and then expect the bitch not to catch feelings. Let me just tell y'all that. Give a bitch basic ass sex. Don't look at her in the face, fuck her from the back, and call her only when you need her. You understand? And vice versa, that goes for you bitches too. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all gotta know how to deal with people on certain levels so it works. Your motherfuckers be looking for relationships and situationships or whatever out of shit that you know is only supposed to be for the weekend. Okay? So let's just be real with that.
Okay.
Right. Come on, Mr.
Okay.
Cause y'all know I'm gonna talk my shit forever in the day, okay?
Paul, you answered my question.
Okay.
Man.
So, have you ever dealt with or tolerated a situation, you know what I'm saying, from a female? Was it you tolerated it because sex, money, or emotions? Don't lie.
Well, my answer might not be as
But
spicy,
it
crazy.
gotta
as
be your
yours.
answer, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, baby mama drama.
Oh, that's regular.
Yeah.
I'm not even, niggas
Yeah,
said that's
regular to you.
regular.
No,
No, it is.
you know, I mean,
you know.
I would say emotion. Dealing with,
And then when it
That-
comes,
that can
let's
take
be
you
real.
all-
Like every nigga wanna be tough, but when it come to your baby mother, you're not. I'ma just tell you that. And baby
Got
mothers
your
know
hands
that.
tied sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of baby mothers use these goddamn kids. You know what I'm saying? As situations to sit there and play with y'all emotions. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of niggas ain't even swift enough to catch on to when the bitch is playing with your kid and playing with emotions. Because a lot of niggas be like, man, fuck that. I can't see my kid because my baby mama acting dumb. Niggas will never take the initiative to go to court for their kid or go sit there and do that. Because do know a baby mama gonna go put you on some child support. Why you ain't gonna go sit there and go see your go see a judge to go see your kid?
Well, them facts. I mean, I ain't have it too long. But
Oh, no,
I've
I
been taking
know.
care of my daughter since
Hey.
she's been a baby. You know what I mean? But it'll take you there.
Baby mamas will be baby mamas, you know what I'm saying? But what I will say is, why niggas talk about their baby mamas and all the toxic ass shit, y'all still be fucking them. Niggas still be knowing that they can have whatever type of bitch that they can have, but they still gonna bring some dick to their baby mama. And let's talk about the toxic baby mamas that make their baby daddies bring dick just so they can see their kids. Cause I done experienced that shit too. You understand what I'm saying? And that's some real ass shit. You understand what I'm saying? That be calling pressure pussy. Pressure pussy, look at my mama laughing. No, I'm dead serious. That's called pressure pussy. Because a lot of bitches know that they got that pull when it come to you niggas. You know what I'm saying? You cook a nigga a meal, fuck, do a little thing, make a nigga feel good about himself, and now you don't put pressure
Well, that's that,
on the motherfucking nigga.
that's that emotion you was talking about. That's the
But see, you know what the issue is? A lot of men, y'all are not brought up, but it's y'all made to believe that it's not cool for y'all to have emotions. And that's why y'all give out emotions in other ways, because y'all don't know how to share the emotions that y'all initially had. Cause y'all gotta be tough. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I was just saying my
Because
baby
am I
mama was
lying
crazy
though?
personally.
You understand what I'm saying?
I want to get this on record. I was just saying my baby mama crazy. That's
No,
what
it is what it is.
I'm sorry.
But guess what? You still with your baby mama though?
Nah.
Aww. Nigga said, oh, I know. Nigga said, since you with the
That was about over 19 years ago. That's what I'm trying to tell you now.
Shit. So you ain't have no toxic coochie system that done had you tolerated some shit.
We pleading the fifth. Yeah, we pleading all the way to the
So
fifth.
you know that means there is one.
Right.
But we gonna slide this motherfucking this way. Ooh, y'all know I got a big ass mouth. So, me personally, I always share you know what I'm saying, my stuff with y'all. And for those that don't know, I'm 36. So if you ain't been through no shit by the time you motherfucking 30 something, please go through some shit, live, do something, you know what I'm saying? But I have tolerated a lot of shit in my life. And I will say that it's been for all three: sex, money, and emotions. You understand what I'm saying? Because depending on what part you in your life, when I was a teenager, fuck these goddamn emotions. I ain't got time for emotions, you know what I'm saying? We're the niggas that with money, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was infatuated with. Oh, he spent this. Oh, he did this. Oh, I got this Louis bag. I got this. I got that. I didn't give a fuck about the emotions. You understand? That was the niggas that was for the money. Then when it came to the sex, you always got a nigga that's gonna lie to you and tell you some shit but give you good dick. They all over. They be waiting with the lies. Like they got a scripture of motherfucking lies to tell you just to give you the dick. These niggas be giving you the dick while they lying. And it comes with the, you love me. That's the first lie right there. You understand? You don't love me, you love the dick. You understand what I'm saying? So please stop lying to each other. And then when it comes to the emotions, us females be emotional people. You understand what I'm saying? We're supposed to have emotions. We supposed to care. We're supposed to nurture. We supposed to do all these things. And then y'all get mad at us for doing those things. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, me personally, I've tolerated shit for days. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, shit, who gonna fuck me like this nigga? You understand what I'm saying? Like, he loyal. He making me feel good. You know what I'm saying? So I'll not think about the fact that he was looking at this waitress bitch when we was in the club the other day, and now they following each other on the gram, and she heart liking the emojis, and now I gotta go beat this bitch the fuck up. You understand what I'm saying? But then you sit there and be like, ooh, he spent the bag. He flew me out. You feel special. You understand what I'm saying? But if you ain't never have a motherfucker make you feel special, you don't know what that feel like. So a lot of people out here, men and women, haven't got the nurturing or the certain things that we need, that sometimes we just oversee the bullshit because that person can give us at least something that we want. You understand what I'm saying? But one thing that I will tell you, play with my coochie, play with my money, and play with my fucking emotions, and I will fight you. So this is why I'm single, because I ain't got time to be playing with nobody's son. You not finna make me look stupid. You not finna think you got me digmatized. And because I'm a bitch that's grown now and I pay my own bills without a nigga, by myself, no baby daddy, no child support, no past niggas, no none of that, it make me feel good. Especially when you used to taking niggas or using niggas for their money, to be able to do it and not need a nigga. Oh, I talk my shit. Niggas be like, hey baby, no, stop. I don't need you. I don't need none of that. You understand what I'm saying? Then a lot of times niggas be infatuated with the look of a female or the type of a female. They just want to be like, oh, I want that bad bitch. And then when you got it, they want you to change how you look. Stop dressing like how you dress, because you dealing with an insecure ass nigga. So a lot of people be sitting there wanting and demanding so much from whether it be men or from females, and it just be because you're dealing with a lot of broken, insecure ass niggas and bitches. You understand what I'm saying? So like my answer to that is, do your homework on these niggas. I run everybody's name through the jail database. You understand what I'm saying? I want to know if a nigga been to jail, what you been in jail for. Do you kill people, nigga? I need to know. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not fucking with no pedophiles, no rapists. I ain't talking to no niggas like that. You know, everybody got to get rid. If you a killer, it depends on what type of killer. I may still fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? If you want your Jeffrey Dahmer shit, I ain't fucking with you. But if you like a real thug and you bang on niggas who need to die, shit, I'm for it, nigga. You need a visit, what happened? You understand what I'm saying? But I just feel like as adults, we need to stop lying to ourselves and stop lying to these other people, because a lot of people, we don't know ourselves, and we just be so quick to give our unaware self to these people, and we still learning on who the fuck we is. You understand? So before you think that you about to sit there and waste time with somebody's emotions, just think about your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, can y'all start loving yourself more than y'all love the motherfuckers that y'all with? Let's just start there. But I'm gonna stop talking my shit because I could go on forever in the day. But what I want to shout out is the fucking Omen gang up here because we all dressed in all black. You already know this was the whole, we ain't know we was doing this, but we did it. You understand what I'm saying? But that is another dope ass episode with Pillow Talk with Skiddlez. And I definitely would like to thank everybody who came up here. You understand what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody who came up here. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like y'all keep doing what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Every individual got something going on right now that I feel is something dope. You understand what I'm saying? And I take my hat off to y'all and stop letting these bitches get y'all caught up in y'all emotions and shit like that and taking y'all out y'all characters and shit. And everybody else out there, get to a motherfucking bag. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you out here moving in these circles with money, you attract different type of people. And them losing motherfuckers can't even step in the motherfucking room with you. You know what I'm saying? So, not for nothing, that's another dope ass episode of Pillow Talk with Skiddlez. Make sure you go follow me on the YouTube, SKIDDLEZTV, and make sure y'all niggas go download my motherfucking mixtape. FLAVAZ is out right now, FLAVAZ. You already know, big bitch. Big Bronx in the motherfucking building. 6 songs and some fire ass motherfucking shit. And I ain't even done playing with you niggas. So make sure y'all tune in next Thursday so I can play with you again. And that's another dope ass episode with your girl Pillow Talk with Skiddlez. Shout out to everybody that watch. Shout out to everybody that view. Keep viewing, nigga. And we out. Hell yeah. In the motherfucking building. Why am I shit not playing? Oh, my phone said, fuck me. Alright. We ain't gonna do that. But it played this though. So this will be.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sick of these broke niggas. Yeah, I'm sick of these broke niggas. I'm sick of these broke ass niggas. Yeah, I'm sick of these. Yeah. I'm sick of these broke niggas. Yeah, I'm sick of these broke niggas. I'm sick of these broke ass niggas. I'm sick of these. Already got a kid, we take care of you. Must be stupid. I don't need them with excuses. Cause like Nike, he just do it. Yeah, yo nigga, he a nuisance. And I'm not with all the bullshit. Pretty good. Tryna lay up with no fun, you must be clueless. I'm the big drink sipper. I don't need them. If you come up short or that big little, I'ma leave them. I don't want baby mama tryna front. Nigga, real gun. He say he never took over a bitch. Yeah, he